I left my wallet in El Segundo. I left my wallet in El Segundo. Plus Bonita Applebaum. Yo, what's the deal, man? It's your man THD. Watch the flanges, watch your backside. What's going on? Oh, technically Sunday, but it's Saturday night live. We rocking, man. I seen the Mister. I pulled up early, so pull up. I seen Friendly Extortion early, so pull up. We here. Center, how you doing? Thank you for coming, honey. Holding it down for the Mars. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on? I see the original B-Lo. Salute to the team. Yeah, what's going on, man? You know how it be, man. We just out here kicking it, see what we're gonna get into tonight, seeing how everybody's doing today. Mostly the over East Coast, mostly everywhere is going through a heat wave. Now we didn't got the weather that you've been begging for so long. Now that we got love, what are we gonna do? Now everybody's crying about how hot it is. And you're gonna be crying for a couple of days. I hope you got good fans if you ain't got no AC, because it's gonna be hot than the motherfucker from here to about Tuesday. But yeah, man. Like I said, normal shit. Just seeing what's going on with the peoples that like to crowd around and be a part of what we got going on here, man. I think everybody that's gonna show up and the people that showed up early to show what's up. Like I said, I was waiting for friendly. I was hoping that Mister would come back because I wanted to continue when I was left off. What I was talking to Mister about the other day in his music, because he got a show down south next month. We want to get that correct for anybody that be listening that's close to that area, or somebody that's vacation, might go down to Myrtle Beach or whatever and just go up the street and check out Mister and his music. Besides that, you know what I mean. You know how it is. It's always this thing could go from ice cream to talking about goats. So that's how it is, man. But us always about saying, trying to build and trying to see what's going on and how we can help one another grow and do better each and every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we here for, man. So like I said, hopefully our friends, family, and even our folks will pull up and express what they got going on. I see a couple of people that just jumped in. Like I said, the people that normally come through, like friendly, or if Mister is back or here, just step into the podium, or somebody like street knowledge or something that's around or at work or whatever. Everybody, I hope this had a blessed day. Everybody enjoyed outside, enjoyed the weather, got to do something swell, you know what I'm saying? Something they ain't do. Just even just taking a walk and exercising the muscles, or going back to work and having a great time at work. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. What up, NBA City? What up, Dingo? Dindo, I ain't seen you in a minute. Thank you for coming. It's been a while. Yummy, how you doing this morning, this evening, however you want to put it together. Thank you for showing the love and coming through. Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to get it started right, y'all. Just trying to get us in the right place for people to start pulling up and see what's going on. You know, I don't like if I be left with something myself, I be talking about sports and talking about only one game came on, and that was the goddamn Nets destroyed the Bucks, being real bad without even Hardaway. Watching that fight, NBA. I'm not too concerned about watching that fight. I probably will. Like out of Fire Stick, I probably will. But I mean, it's kind of clown work. It's what I'm saying, it's a money grab situation. I mean, especially for them to kill it and say it's really like no winner in it. It's like, what are we really watching? It's really like a clown show to begin with him fighting that kid. So I don't know what we can get out of it with it not being a winner. So it's like, even if he was to upset and not, what I'm saying, Mayweather down, it's not going to go against his record or make him still have any type of losses. So I mean, I don't know. It's what type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? But I think that took the uff out of it right there. It's like, no, there will be no declared winner. So what's the point? What are we doing here? So yeah, like I said, when it's open situations like this, like I said, anybody that's in the panel, anybody in the bushes catching their poison ivy or anything, you got anything to say or ask or whatever on the agenda, whether it be from the food talk, from anything, question me and I answer it, or we can put something together. Because that's how, I'm saying, the growing and how we be doing on the panel most of the time. We just be kicking it and then we get into conversation off of, I'm saying, what's going on. And I mean, stuff like that. Uh, Oh, of course, you know, anytime that he pull up in a arena, any type he fight, is gonna be some money like that. The boy ain't gonna fight for nothing. That's for damn sure. But I'm just asking, what are we gonna get out of it? That's you know that NBA, no matter what sport anybody watches, it's like that's one of the key things to kind of keep you into watching it. It's like it's a lot of entertainment with the scoring and this and that, but at the same time, you want to pick a winner. You want to see somebody win. If you go in there and you don't think there's going to be a winner, that's going to kind of take away from it. But yeah, it's definitely a big purse. That's $10 million. The other kid's going to get 3 to 5. So yeah, I mean, so some. I mean, a lot of people are going to watch it, and people who got the money are going to go see it just to be, you know, in that wave, or if they can afford to do it and go out there and watch them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like if I was down there in good ass South Beach with a pocket full, then you know what I'm saying, who's to say that I wouldn't want to do that myself? So it is going to probably still do its numbers. I just don't think it's going to be huge, especially with again without them declaring that it's not going to be like no winner or anything. They just doing it to be doing it. That just, you know what I'm saying, puts a little deflation to the, you know what I mean, to the situation. That just, you know what I'm saying, puts a little deflation to the, you know what I mean, to the situation. You said a nerd fan base. Who's this thing doubling up for? Oh, because of this. I'm bugging. Hey, Edwina, is that the real Quran, or is that the whipper or the whippy? Like I said, step up to the podium, Mr. Randy. All right, we got 7,000 people in the building now. You know what I'm saying? Normal stuff for the other people that came in here. Like I said, we're gonna have an open pen waiting for friendly or Mr. to step up. But we just talking in the general, like I said, to see what my peoples is on. You know what I'm saying? How the weekend's going. And like NBA City said, you know what I'm saying, we got the a key on game 7 in basketball with Dallas and the Clippers tomorrow, along with, you know, Mayweather and this kid Logan Paul supposed to fight. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're still going to get a draw. It's just something that I know that I wouldn't be breaking my neck to see. But if it's right there in front of me, of course, I'll be able to watch it. Then we got, well, like Ram, you know, then we got Red Sox, Yankees, probably Sunday night baseball. Just baseball. We sports heads too. So, yeah, and the Clippers game. So that's going to be huge. You know what I mean? Yeah, come on, load up, y'all, because you know how it is. The more that we put in here, the more of a chance for us to get on that shit that we be on. We have different opinions and how we are all different people and come from different places. We all get to mix and match our opinions and how we feel about things that's going on. Like I said, today was a beautiful. Yeah, I heard that he's been working out. What is he doing though on NBA City? Is he boxing or he messing with mixed martial arts? No, I know who you talking. Oh, he's supposed to be on that card too. He's supposed to be before Mayweather and them fight. He's supposed to be a part of that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's even more buffoonery. How's everybody doing though? Like I said, there's a few of us in here now, man. Everybody speaking peace. Don't just be out there in the bushes getting poison ivy, man. Oh, he's under the Mayweather card. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I had seen that late that he was supposed to be doing something, but again, is it boxing? Well, yeah, is it boxing or is it mixed like UFC, or is he supposed to be boxing against somebody? Yeah, man, they always do that, but it's all right. We still here. I was just waiting to see if somebody else was gonna pull up for the second. I don't want y'all to be like caught up there. Yo, Joshua Cruz, what's the word, brother? I'm just chilling, man. I was just chopping up with NBA City and the rest of the couple of people that's in here for now. You know what I mean? Not too much going on. He was talking about the Mayweather fight. How do you feel about that, or is that even something that you're even interested on. So far, that's only really where we've been at. Only been on for a few minutes. We're having an open panel, and anything that's on your mind to talk about, we're willing to do that. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, you just saying that he won't win, but I mean, like I was just telling NBA City, but they basically ain't having no, they're not gonna have it as though like it's a winner. So I think that that's kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? Of course, watching it, you're gonna be able to determine who won or whatever. But I think that that's kind of whack for them to go in there for the beginning, and it's not even, and it's supposed to be. They're just gonna have an exhibition. Yeah, I don't think so neither, because he wouldn't even let that kid hit him. Senna, thank you, babes. How you doing this evening? How was work? You know you began. You might have had today off. I hope you did and got to get to chill and get some barbecue, listen to some more Mary J, some R&B vibes, some Brownstone. You know what I'm saying? How was your day? Thank you. Hmm. Hey man, like I said, I thank everybody for coming and y'all that y'all play and get y'all poison ivies in the bushes, man. I tell y'all all the time, man. At times like this is it's open panel, and out there catching poison ivy. You know what I'm saying? You can say something, you can talk your shit, you can let me know what's going on with you. You don't have to be in and out. Oh, you at the plantation right now? I love that's my people's, but I'll never been talking about it. I'm the one who started the plantation, but that's what's up. That's why you always be able to show love on the super chat and shit like that because yeah, because she be at that plantation getting it in. Plus, I know she's a smart woman, so that's good stuff. I'm thinking when you do drop in and you still show up so much support as much as anybody that was not at the plantation. As they say, the kids we say, don't let that go over your head. But yeah, how oh yeah. But what did you get to do anything? You know what I'm saying? Get your jog in, walk around, get some ice cream, enjoy the day before you went in. Joshua Cruz said Mayweather lose. He's not his favorite boxer no more. I mean, he could. That would be crazy. He could take the. I don't see him doing that, but that would be funny if he took the dive. Because, like I was saying just before you came here, Joshua, that's what takes away from it. Without it being no winner, it's like they just fighting, and then that takes away from it. And then if he loses or win, it's not going to go on his boxing thing. So it's like even if he was to lose, it's not like what I mean. You're going to see in his record of the 51-0 or whatever it is he is 50-0. If he was to lose to that kid, it's not going to go on his boxing career record. So again, like I said, people are going to be in tune because it is him and it's money. But the motivations to like want to go spend your money on that, I don't get it. I don't know if they're still around, but thanks for hollering at everybody too. Um, yeah, what else was I saying? Yeah, but who would you say in NBA? You said you're going for the Clippers in Game 7. Do they come on in the daytime or is that a nighttime game? The Clippers in Dallas. That's a Game 7. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, I don't know which one. I don't know which one it was because I don't know. Like, even though it's YouTube, I'll be on YouTube myself. I don't know nothing about those dudes, Joshua, at all. Oh, they play that early. They play in the afternoon. That's crazy. Damn, a Game 7 in the afternoon. I mean, that's what's up. In Dallas too, so that's like real early. That's like 2:30. That's so kind of weird. No, the Clippers. No, the Clippers got home court advantage, so that's even worse. If they come on 3:31, a 12:30 game for Game 7, that's kind of whack. That's tough. I mean, them boys asleep already. Jake Paul took Floyd's hat. Yeah, so it's his brother, not the other one, not the one he's fighting or sparring off with, whatever you want to call that shit. Yeah, that's quite interesting. They've been, I mean, on that level, they've been selling it. Like I said, there's gonna be people in a lot of numbers. They're gonna still like make their money and all that type of stuff. Either way you look at it. Hold on, my fault, God. I'm trying my fault. I'm trying to figure out some things y'all try to say. Now, Money Mayweather gonna make an example out of Paul Boys. Yeah. Nah, he was very. I thought he was gonna get in trouble. He was like, "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you," but nerd as he got 23 million subscribers, so a lot of them. NBA City, what type of things did he be doing? What do those dudes be doing on their channel? What is they on channels about? They got mad subscribers like that. I mean, they're rich and they're known for their channel. What is their channel and shit about? If you It's amazing how those type of people come up and like how times change where they can talk their way. Times are really they can talk their way into getting in a fight with one of the best that ever did it. That's why it's just like clown work and just show you what money's about because it's really something that Floyd shouldn't even be messing with because it's like you know, getting girls and working out. Wow, that's crazy. That's what it is, though. Oh yeah, of course Joshua is gonna bring it back. Like I said, I really don't see how, but in this situation, but people are gonna just see it because of the simple fact that he always got that cloud over his head about being money and flamboyant. That people will just want to see him lose. But like I said, it's like even if he was to come close to losing, it's not gonna count. It's him taking a loss. I mean, even though we you would have seen it, but it's not gonna count as a loss. But that boy's too, there's no way. They're just going out there running around and gonna get some free $1 million. While most people in humanity struggle to never see that type of money all their life, they're gonna just go out there and bullshit people and make, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, $13 million combined, 14 million combined. Crazy. You see a couple more people pulled up. Oh, they're out there with the bikes making a whole bunch of noise. You said Apollo Creed and them. Nah, that's the thing. He ain't you know, Floyd ain't gonna let that kid touch him like that unless he want to let him touch him. That's the thing. That's the thing about that. What about you, Joshua? Who you think's gonna win out of them the Clippers in Dallas, so you don't be into the ball like that? Yeah, he's too quick for that kid. I know that, but again, he made a situation. He made money for the both of them. however he plays it around, however they do it. That's why it's like a wise decision on him because he think the Mavs. I know it's funny. It's the first time in history they ain't none of them won no game at home. And so it'll be the time. It'll be the Mavs game to win because they ain't nobody. Got to be the first time too. The whole series, nobody won at home. That would be some ill shit. Like home court advantage did nothing for nobody. Never seen that shit before. Yeah, they should be nice, man, but it's like they got so much. I don't know what's going on though, Joshua. They're not playing completely together. Something's wrong. Something's missing. Something ain't right with the Clippers because they got a good squad, especially on paper and watching ball. The people that they had, like, they're definitely good, but for one, that Luca kid is nasty. Like, he outshining Paul George and the club because he's making it happen off of him playing with a bunch of no names, and them dudes have names. What's the deal, original B-Lo? Like I said, I need to y'all had pulled up early. I don't know, y'all was watching something else, but I was trying to get you to pull up. I thought friendly I came back and missed it because I was gonna get it on Mister's music, but I know how it be. But B-Lo, step the podium and talk about those garbage Steelers. How you did you watch the Brooklyn and the Milwaukee game? Well, B-Lo be knowing this information on a lot of these stuff, the book and some of the sports stuff. Yeah, I came back in a little bit early. Just about no, not really. I started on time, but I seen when y'all came in, I was ready to go, but then I waited. But no, I'll pull up if possible. I don't know if Friendly had set up earlier, didn't know what was going on, and made a lot for himself, or he's just back there making them barbecue spare ribs. Yeah, the next one by a lot. I don't know. Harden got hurt. I don't know the severity of that neither. But nah, on the next one, yeah, like you said, they won. I wonder what happened to Yeah, but I think they're gonna get touched up. Is this the original Bilo? Is this Bilo's apartment?
This is below the original.
The original? Do you still want the order from Domino's along with the Chinese food? Do you want both still?
That's a fact with extra cheese and extra soy sauce.
Mm. We got you. Are you using your coupon tonight, sir?
Nah, nah, nah.
So you're saving your
Straight
coupon.
cash.
Straight cash. Oh shit.
Yo, so what? Um, you, you got any numbers that night?
He said, "So did you get any?" Yo, you to tell you the truth, man, Bilo, I'm a nut. Like I be so like compared like worried about this shit here that we on. That all I be doing is running up, and then they be definitely mad. Like, you want to tell me about some YouTube shit? You don't see these tits and ass, you fool. Like, I be like, oh
I
man,
mean,
nah, I
don't
was a
take
child.
this personal, right? Don't take this personal. But
I take everything personal,
when I was
motherfucker.
watching you live, it seemed more like you was worried about content than getting some, you know what?
What last night watching in the what's the name?
That's a fact.
Oh yeah, pretty much. That's what I just said. I'm not that I care about the content, but well, I mean, yeah, I care about the channel more than yeah, because I just my eyes kind of let light up when I see those whew, when I see what I saw. But I mean, Mars, like I just see those people, so then I'd be like, oh shit. I could just tell these people about the channel, and people be exposed to different people and networking, and I start be thinking. But And tell you the truth about it, that's just a facade, and that's really not my speed. To tell you the truth, below, you know what I mean. You know, a lot of times when you meet like women in those type of confines, you know what you're gonna end up dealing with moving down in the future,
Yeah, you
and
you look
mainly
more like a
huh,
you look more like a
a reporter.
guy, a house party guy than a club scene guy, if you ask me.
Yeah. Like it's certain times where I enjoy it and I don't have no problem with it. Like I was saying, last night was kind of like cool in between situation, but like for the most part, and this is why it's always like because you've seen this. Me and my boy were talking about it earlier. You seen, when you used to go to the mall back in the days or something, and like you would go into a sneaker store, you go in a certain shop. This is how New York is. Period. Like, and not I'm from it, but like Dr. J, this place, Dr. J's. It's like as soon as you go in there, it's nothing but dime pieces. They're running up on you there. Oh, that look nice when they see you grab a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Those sales chicks, she looking like J Lo telling you how good you look. Like, oh,
Grabbing the
you
most
know,
expensive pair of shoes.
yeah,
That those would look nice
exactly. Brain
on you.
just look nice on you, exactly. So that's kind of how that shit was last night. Because if you kind of paid attention or seen a little bit of the shit that I was showing for as the females, it was more like people came and dudes was with their girls, or one chick was with the clique, and then the chicks that was the most like voluptuous, obviously, was the chicks that worked there. All right,
Hey,
Joshua, we still here.
so like I only know the Hawaii scene, right? I don't know like the
Mm-hmm.
Boston scene or whatever, but so like in Hawaii they got like the most beautifulest women that work for the club or the bar. Then they
Right.
come, they talk to you, and they ask you to buy them a drink. But their drink is a $20 drink. It's a
Mm.
normal drink, but it's like super priced up. It's like you paying for their conversation.
Right. Okay. No, I
They don't.
haven't been to
They ain't got that.
anything. No, I haven't been to nothing. Maybe because, like you just said, I parking lot pimp all my life. I never really.
It's more
It's not
bars
me.
than
It's like you said,
It's
bars
more bars than
than
clubs.
club than club. Did they do that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
call
they
them buy me drinky ladies because they're
buy
usually
me drinking.
Korean bars, right? Well, in
Mm-hmm.
Hawaii anyway.
And like I was just telling my man earlier about that too. Just like when I went to King of Diamonds in Miami before they closed it, it's like me, if I'm gonna do something like that and you're just making me trick, I'm going for the gusto. I'm just gonna say, where's the room till we just get it? Like, how much is it gonna cost for the whole thing? Like, I'm not gonna be playing
Yo,
around
that's
with
why I don't
tricks.
mess with strip clubs anymore. I got to a certain age. It's like, bro, why I gonna waste my money and tease myself when I can just spend the same money and get down to business? You know what I mean?
Right, right. Cut to come on. That's it. Again, I'm sorry, my YouTube ladies, but yeah. The history fuck fans, yeah, of course. But I don't got no fans. But I just love hearing that Ghostface say that. But yeah, I'm damn right, I fuck
Yeah,
fans. But
history
yeah,
history
it's
treat the groupies dirty.
nah. But like I said, it's so one of all the regular chicks that I seen there though, below, it was like they was in like little cliques, and then dudes younger, and then they like. I could see the niggas was doing their thing, the little younger Spanish cats. They had their money up to par. So it's like, and then like I said in the patrons, but it was stuff in there to be had, but this ain't really my speed like that. But I had a good time and just trying to show it. It's
Yeah.
always good because a lot of times you don't do anything, so it's always good to go out, especially like how last night went to go into places, and then it wasn't even nothing close to no beef. So you
Hey,
know what I'm
but you
saying?
know what could probably get you some tail, right? If you played a role that you a
Or
cameraman for
bigoted,
T
right?
T History Productions, and then
Yeah, right, right,
you
right.
sit
Yeah,
video recording them, and they're thinking you're making them into a star.
yeah, that's how motherfuckers get
Major
down.
tail. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what I was doing. If you seen one of the things I was showing, because you probably see more than most people. 'Cause I don't have too many people following me on the gram. I don't do that all the time. But like, there was a cameraman. There was a white boy cameraman in there, and I was fucking with him while he was like doing his shit and shooting. Like they be shooting the videos. I was like just mocking him, like he said. So it still could look like, who is this guy? Because I wasn't like mingling in that type of way to bag. I was just doing that shit, just recording shit. So, like you said, of course, yes, I work for T History Productions. I'm just filming shit.
Yeah, because
You'll
they,
be
they
on
they be
TV
they be
soon.
starting out for some clout.
You got OnlyFans, honey. You got OnlyFans. Now, that's definitely a lot of way. That's how a lot of dudes get through. I've seen it before. I've been around dudes like them Celtics dudes, and then I have friends like that always tell me when I knew because I know a guy that I don't know how they got to connect, but they fuck with the Celtics. And when P was here, and like motherfuckers be like, "Yo, you need to tell them that you're on the team." Like, I'm not that type of nigga.
It
I'm not
was
gonna
so
do that.
Paul Pierce was known for being out in the town.
Not really. This was even after the fact of the worst shit that happened to him. But I don't think he mellowed down. He didn't really like be all over the place like that. Because matter of
And
fact, we went out to eat when we had seen when I see Paul. Really, the only time I really seen Paul, it was to
and
go
when
to
when
eat.
Paul got when Paul got stabbed up, where did that actually take place? What state?
No, it was Boston. It was downtown. It was downtown Boston. It was in the heart of Boston. It
Boston
was the
stab up their own stars.
Yeah, but see, these dudes, have been these dudes are like different people. They don't care. You would think they like everybody being like this is just a bad place, hateful place, and you would think, and it was how it be. It was behind Cat. You know what I'm saying? So it was behind Cat, and these dudes are gangster. So
Yeah, I
they
don't know the
wasn't
story
trying
at
to.
all. I just know he got stabbed.
Benzino did it. Even Gotti had got the footage on it, but I try to get him to. And I actually, another story that Benzino talked about with the Rough
You ever
Riders.
heard the rumors that Paul Pierce was on blood?
Yeah, they be talking about that. He threw
Oh,
up
so you
those
heard
signs.
that too, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the first guys to throw up the three fingers for the
Yeah, 'cause
3-pointer. That's why. Yeah.
right,
I
exactly.
always
But
assumed
see,
that's what that was for.
exactly. But see, this is why he tried to be slick with it because that again, that's something that we originally do ourselves. So he even tried to run with that too, which was smart. Like nigga, he was just that's what he doing. But like you said, for one, the 3-pointer, and then he also had that they know on the streets of Boston. But I mean, it's still game. They're gonna still say it's game related. But that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We throw up the 3-4 Adidas. You know what I'm saying? That's what Boston niggas do. Certain areas. That's how people dap each other up.
They
They
throw up
throw
the
each
three
other
for the
three.
3 bars of Adidas.
Right. Right.
All right, all right, all right.
So that's how he tried to, come across with it. But his people just like, nah, he fuck with people back home in Inglewood and he was on that shit telling them motherfuckers he got protection or whatever. I didn't dig in and I probably was wrong too, but I was digging into like what I'm telling you, like that he just throwing that shit up. But I mean it came from a place. It's articles about him, DeRozan and all of them. Well, DeRozan's supposed to be from the other side, but they be throwing up shit.
Yeah. One of my first memories was my one of my best sports memories was back in LA when Paul Pierce got carried out. I think they even put him on a wheelchair, or they brought him back
Oh
out
yeah,
on a wheelchair in the finals, and then
no,
he
they took
erupted in the
off.
second half. Yeah, was
Yeah,
that what was that game 3, game
nah,
2?
that was game one. That shit
That was
was looking
game
like
one.
I'm like we went through all of this shit and we gonna lose this shit. This nigga get injured. Oh, that shit was ugly. It was game one, and then and then he came back like in the middle of the third and started sparking it up after
Yeah.
he's supposed to be
You
dead.
remember the game where Larry Bird wasn't supposed to have played, and then he came out in the second half against the Pacers, the playoff game,
Right. Yep.
because he's back, and then he lit. I think that was his
That was a
last playoff
classic
game
for me.
too. Oh
I
yeah,
believe so too.
yeah, yeah. That
He
was
had
my
to take a
man.
shit. He had to take a shit. That's why he left in the wheelchair. Wow. Nah, that game you talk about that was sentimental to like crazy to me too, because that was one of my best shits I seen. I remember what I was doing, like I told niggas before, like when I was selling candy shit, I was in these people's neighborhood, and then this store where Street Fighter used to be at, we used to be at all the time. But then beside it was a pizza shop, and I watched that shit in there as a youngster. That shit was ill. He actually played. It was just the fact that He played in the first half. It's just his back was just so bad at the time, like at the end of his hit. Like what you start seeing Steve Nash do or any of them do when their backs hurt, like he was laying, he would be laying on the floor and shit like that, and he won't play. And then he went the same shit. He went to the locker room and like in the third, the same shit. Then he just came out in the third and he just was balling his ass off. They easy. That's when it used to be back then. That's when it was it was first round, only go five. Chuck Person was their man. Reggie Miller was on that team, but he wasn't Reggie Miller yet. If he was himself, if he was the Reggie Miller we know after we'd have lost, but he won't himself yet.
They had the Davis brothers,
Mm-hmm.
Antonio
No,
Davis and Dale Davis.
they didn't have
Oh, that was
they
after. That
had
was
Bird
after.
from
Okay.
those after. They had this dude old man Thompson.
Rick
Uh
Smith was after too.
but I think and they had Detlef Shrimp on that team. They had Detlef before Detlef
Detlef
went to the
Shrimp was
West.
on. He
Yeah,
was an assassin.
before he went to Seattle and all of that. So yeah, that's why I said that team was real tough. That's what that's why they make a big thing out of it because that team was real tough and basically we only had like D Brown
Oh,
and
so who
Bird.
was more of an assassin, Detlef Shrimp or Chris Mullin?
Ooh, now I would still say
They're
that
almost the
Chris
same player.
Mullin. Yeah, but I would go with Chris Mullin because Chris Mullin was like kind of more like point guard, like more around when he was needed. But Detlef was good because Detlef was like a six man, like one of them
Yeah,
first, like
yeah.
one of them six mans, and he would come and tear you up, and he wasn't
Detlef
a
was more
starter.
like on
So like you
shooting
said, he
forward, right? Small
shooting
forward.
foot. Yeah,
Small,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Chris Mullin was more on shooting guard, small forward combo, maybe I would say.
Right, right.
Yeah,
He would pass and shit like that. But when he was hot, he was hot. But like you said, it's similar. It's similarities. You can look at their career. They probably Della's numbers could be like in the overall everything. It
no,
probably be
Detlef
connected.
Shrimp also had one good run with the
With
Supersonics
Seattle,
too.
with the
Yeah, yeah,
Supersonics, that's when he was better. He was definitely better with them than with the
yeah,
Pacers.
yeah. So remember when Boston after Burden retired, right? And then Boston had some down years, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the team I started rooting for was the Supersonics and Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Detlef Shrimp,
Raymond.
Rain Man, yeah, Sean Kemp, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was the guy who used to play for North
Nate
Carolina?
McMillan.
North Carolina. The 3 point shooter. He used to play Jordan them in college.
Oh, yeah, right. When they had Perkins,
Yeah,
Sam
yeah, yeah.
Perkins,
Sam Perkins. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Kendall
Nate
Gill.
McNeil,
They had
yeah,
on. They had on teams.
yeah.
They had
When
on
they had
squad.
Kendall Gill, yeah, Seattle had a couple of good teams. Like the
Yeah.
worst one is when they lost to Matumbo in them when
In
they
the
threw that
first
shit because
round, they was
Yeah,
actually the number one seed.
there
People
was the
thought
number
they was
one
gonna win
seed.
the title that year.
Exactly, and got knocked off. I
Yeah.
love every bit of that, but like sometimes when that happens,
That's
it's
when
like,
Chicago. That's
damn,
when Jordan was retired. I think that's when Houston won.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That was a classic. That whole year of playoffs was ill as hell.
Yeah.
Like you said, a lot of people have fun. I don't know the way that I was like you said to pick up somebody else. I always was a Rocket fan too, But I don't know. That'd have been hell. It'd have been something. It's only I mean people's opinions, but I just
Oh,
think
if
that
Seattle ended up playing
just think
Houston
that
in,
yeah.
like the
All right, Joshua.
West Finals, yeah. That I mean, I wouldn't say Seattle gonna win that. That would be a good matchup, but Houston had great shooting too. That's why people forget the thing was just Elijah one.
Yeah.
But
Now
no,
it was like you
Kenny
need Kenny
Smith and
Smith,
Sam Cassell
Vernon,
they was
yeah,
hitting trees. Yeah,
yep,
Robert Ory.
Maxwell. Even people like I said, my man Otis Thorpe was tough to power forward. He used to
Yeah,
get big boards, offensive rebounds.
yeah,
It's like everybody, just like how the Celtics when we won, everybody contribute. Like it took
yeah,
all of that. That's like it's certain teams that win. Like I said, ours with our big three. It's like when the Celtics won, when the Rockets won that year. It's like it took everybody. Everybody got something out of that. It was times when Robert Ory did shit. It's time, like you said, Sam Cassell was bugging as a rookie.
yeah,
Like everybody, even my man White, Matt Bullitt, white dude, like nobody will remember him,
yeah.
but he used to
Kenny
hit
Smith.
threes. Kenny Smith used to be hitting
Yeah.
threes and balling good. That's what some of his best ball.
The
Well, he played for
Blazers
that
had one
second
tough
ring.
squad too back then with Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler and some couple other
Jerome
guys.
Kersey,
Yep,
Kersey,
Jerome Kersey,
Duckworth.
the power forward.
Yeah, they always had tough teams.
Yeah,
Yeah, they always had tough teams. That's why, like I said, I don't think. I mean, that's why I said it could be underachievement. Like Drexler came to Houston and won, but it's like it's not like he's supposed to be Jordan, but it's like they only had a couple of good teams. Like when they lost to Detroit, even though that Detroit team was tough as hell too for a few years. So it's like the same thing, but I think that that's the one that they left out there to me that they should have won. These people are still, oh, they're having a great time still out here. So how is Hawaii looking? I mean, y'all usually get good weather anyway, so it's not like asking anybody else. Karan, how was y'all weather out there in Jersey? Because I already know that B. Crawley was just out there on the surfboard, just maxing it out today.
that's a fact.
One hand on the surfboard, the other on the grill on this Hank Hill shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's what's
outside
up.
barbecuing right now. The family.
Yeah, that's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh yeah, because their time is totally different.
It's eight
But
o'clock right now.
wow. At night or morning? Morning,
Nah,
right?
at
Oh,
night. At
night.
night.
At night. Oh, okay.
Barbecuing for dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up. What's exotic out there? Do y'all make is something that you cook or make exotic that we're not used to eating out there?
Oh, raw fish.
Just raw fish.
Probably. Nah, I mean Hawaii. So they get something called Hawaiian food, right? That's totally is unique to Hawaii. So I guess every Hawaiian dish would be exotic to somebody not from here.
Right.
There's
Explain
a
explain
lot
the
of pork
dish.
in those plates.
A lot of pork. Oh, y'all have no problem with the pig.
Nah, because there's a lot of pigs too in Hawaii. Yeah, it's not a religious thing for
Right.
Hawaiians.
Right. We're gonna eat this motherfucker. That big motherfucker over there taking up space, and he got all that good greasy shit with him. He's getting ate.
That's a fact.
Do a lot of baking and boiling with him more than anything though, right?
Well, they get this custom one certain way to cook Hawaiian food, right? When it comes to pork. So they get like it's called emu rocks. It's like it's not the volcanic rock from the lava because that's like blackish, right? But it's like these
Mm-hmm.
gray stones, and then you dig the ground, right? So you dig on hole in the ground. You put the stones. You bury it. You wrap the meat up with in tea leaf. The thing come out almost like on sweet spinach. No taste like spinach, but that's what look like, right? The leaf. So you
Uh
wrap
huh.
the meat up in that, then you foil them, and then you stick them on the
Oh,
rocks, and then you bury them. So the heat of the ground actually cook the food.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
totally
called
different.
an emu. Yeah.
Wow. How often do you eat something such
Most times at like parties, right? So like birthday parties, mostly.
at parties?
Yeah. So if you're gonna do them party, you kind of do them like um the ancestral way, right? Where you dig up the hole, you do them like that. You get the pig, you take off the hair from the pig, you stick them on one huli machine. That's like one. So imagine like one pit of fire. Then you get like on rotisserie, but on huge rotisserie, right? Like the bar is maybe like 3 inches by 3 inches, and then you
Uh
stick
huh.
the whole thing through the pig. Then you rotisserie the pig on the open fire and stuff like that. But if it's just normal, right? So if you guys just like have a Hawaiian dinner, of course you're just gonna use the oven because you're not gonna be digging on hole and all. You know,
Right.
you do that for only special occasions.
Okay. What is something that y'all enjoy though that y'all don't eat that much? What about the beef? The beef is do you eat as much as the pork?
Well, the only meat they really eat is, if you're talking about authentic Hawaiian food, gonna only be pig or gonna be fish, because
Pig and fish.
beef, cow, cow is not native to Hawaii, right? So there's
Yeah.
no way it could be like an authentic dish.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I mean, just steak. Steak is like, like I eat steak every 3 days at least. But that's not like an authentic dish.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then they get this stuff they call poi. So it's like, like imagine like on, you ever seen those purple potatoes?
Purple potatoes.
Yeah,
No.
sweet
I
potato,
did
but they
not.
purple.
Okay.
So yeah, they get something like that in Hawaii, but it's not really potato, but it's on root like potato. It's called taro, and they pound it with the rock, and the thing come like on pasty. Um, they got mashed potato, but way more like like soupy and sticky. And then that's your carbohydrates, because the rice is not native to Hawaii either, right? So yeah,
Okay.
that's why I say like Hawaii food is like, Hawaiian food is totally unique to their culture.
Right. Where is the where do you think some of the first time like I asked you before like the wrestling like the rocks and them what inherited that? What you think inspired the wrestling in your heritage?
Um, just survival, right? Like any great idea comes from figuring out ways to survive, figuring out a way to um cook. You know what I mean? Like, assuming, because I wasn't around back then, but so if you look at any ethnic dish that's specialized to a certain ethnic group,
Uh
it's
huh.
the things that was available to them on their land. You know what I mean? And they kind of like, they make dishes out of it. Yeah.
So how often, like you said, just so y'all mess with the pig, how often do you see people have the whole roasted pig?
Oh, that's more like that. Like I said, that's like first birthdays, um, your grandfather turning 50, your daughter graduating, special events. I'm not talking about just every birthday, because it's hard
Oh,
work too, right?
yeah.
Because a pig can cook for like 1 day. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
when you're making it, the lao that I was saying, like you stick them in the ground with the stones, that take 1 whole day for cook.
Right.
So you're not gonna be putting in that kind of effort
Yeah,
for
just
just
anytime you
any
feel it.
event. Yeah.
Yeah, cuz.
Like
I know this.
I haven't eaten like that for about 3 years now, probably.
Oh wow. Nah, a lot of people up here, especially Americans and my people, I mean, we love it. I didn't know we didn't love it more than the Spanish, but man, that shit, you can get some pieces out that shit, boy.
Oh yeah.
I've had that shit living in the city. The first time I ever seen that shit, I was living in this place called Rosendale in Massachusetts. Yeah, it's basically Boston. And yeah, they was just out there turning that motherfucker, like you said, it took till night. And you know what I mean? But then when they start cutting, send them side just like that bacon, getting them pieces, them cuts, oh man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You already know.
Then you get
So
the whole pig cooked like that, and everybody standing in a line. You walk up, the guy cutting them right off the pig and serving you.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Poor pig.
yeah.
He got mad people. He'll be back. Oh man. So they was thinking. So did you see what happened to James Harden?
I checked the box scores, and then I seen he played for like 1 minute. So I kind of went look into what happened, and they said he hurt his hamstring.
Right.
Yeah.
How much do you think that's going to affect him if he doesn't play for a couple of games in this series?
I don't know. It didn't affect them too much tonight, so we'll see. With honestly, to tell you the truth, with these two new sons, right? My two new boys I got this past year. If
Mm-hmm.
it's not the Steelers or the Braves or the Celtics, I only checking score.
Oh, damn. Cut it
Yeah,
down. I noticed that too the other day. I mean, I've been knew this, but then I just realized the other day too because before when Ted Turner had TBS or whatever, the Braves would always come on like, no matter where you at. And something had dawned on me like, check that shit the other day, and then I was like, nah, they wasn't even on it. It doesn't happen anymore. But it's like ever since on the dude Ted Turner because because even back then like how they do now even TBS, but it was when Ted Turner on it, just like
yeah,
with the Hawks. Like
yeah,
on TBS, the Hawks and the Braves would come on that channel, like
yeah,
on the East Coast, regardless of who they was playing or what. But now both, neither one of them, they don't do it. But now, not only that, it's more of a money grab too because it's just out of region, so they make you pay on these damn cable commercial. I mean, subscriptions and stuff like that. You're gonna pay. So even if you're in Minnesota, they would have tried to make that a package or something on your cable, but it's, it's
yeah.
kind of funny. They used to just come on all the time.
Oh, even talking about the Hawks, Dominique Wilkins and Stacey Ogden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had one solid, I guess, on duel, but they never did. They didn't compete with the Celtics in the '70s, '80s, but in the '90s they kind of wasn't that great.
Mm-mm. You said the Hawks, they
But
Atlanta Hawks?
yeah, because I know
Oh yeah, with Doc and them, yeah, Doc Dominique, they had times in the late '80s and the night, yeah, but then it was just
because
like
I
us
remember he
once in
put up
'90s.
66
No,
points against Bird against the Celtics one playoff game,
yeah, yeah,
and
he
Bird
was
went for like
bugging.
40 something and still won. This Boston
Yeah,
still won. Yeah,
exactly. That was a hell of a game because I think that was Game 5. Both of them just wasn't missing the shit. Dominique was making everything. He was bugging. Yeah, that's when
yeah.
your boy Doc played one too at that time.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, Doc
Yeah,
Rivers.
he
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Then he went to the Knicks.
Then he went to the Knicks.
Yeah.
When he played for them, he couldn't shoot, but when he played for them, he used to be a thorn in our side.
Hey, think about the
Sorry.
kind UNLV, the running Rebels, when they had Larry Johnson, Stacey Ogden, right? They had
Mm-hmm.
Greg Anthony
Tacos.
from the Knicks.
Yep.
That's three solid NBA players that was all on one college team.
Oh yeah. No, that
And
UNLV
the
team
other
was
two guys
bad.
that I cannot even name right now, they was
Yeah,
good too.
Anderson, Hart, and Shackles. I think the
Yeah,
nigga name was Danny Shackleford. I'm not Shackleford, but Shackle. Yeah, the fifth dude they senior is somebody you don't talk about, but the dude Anderson Hunt used to shoot, but he won NBA. He was
Larry
like
Johnson was
221
the
at the time.
original Zion Williams in college, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he should be brutal, man. 18, they used to just mock people. That's why
Yeah,
those motherfucking lucky bitch ass Duke boys
Leitner and beat
get that.
them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
Yeah,
getting to. Like, that's why they give them so much love and ride them because, they actually beat them. You know what I'm saying? Out of everybody. First time they smoked, we smoked them and they beat the shit out of them in the championship game.
yeah.
So that was a hell of a team,
Yeah,
and
the
that's one of
running
the best
Rebel
teams.
team and the Fab Five team. They
Yeah.
both went like one after another. That was a great time in basketball. Because you
Hmm.
also had Duke and North Carolina was good back then too.
Right.
I think Rasheed Wallace was around that time too. That's why for
No,
the
Rasheed Wallace
or
was
he
a
was
little bit later. He's a little bit
a little
later.
bit later. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
he
much
was.
later, but I
Yeah,
think he might have
like
been like
three more years.
I think he might have been in North Carolina when Weber was still in college. Think maybe.
Um,
I don't know.
nah, he won't. She's just a little bit younger than him,
Hey,
or just like to leave him, just to
Remember
leave.
Tyler Hansborough,
Tell Hasbro, yeah,
the Tim Tebow of
psycho.
college basketball?
Yeah, he was a motherfucker. He
Yeah,
reminded me of just like how he psycho T. Then he ran into what what's the guy fucking Queensbridge. He ran into Ron Artest and got his mind right. Like, no, I don't think I want a part of him. That
Mm.
shit was funny. As much as he used to be bugging, but he remind me of fucking bitch ass Battier. Like them dudes would be crazy, then taking all types of crazy
Nah,
shots.
Sean
I used to
Battier was
hate
good,
that.
but Battier was a great
Ah,
college player. And you
yeah,
know what?
great college player.
He was a good team player
Yeah,
for
with
in
the
the
Miami.
NBA. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's one of those guys that make a big difference on your team, but not by his scoring, just like
yeah,
I don't
doing
know,
dumb
but he
shit,
does.
taking charges and shit, playing
Yeah.
defense, taking charges, fucking momentum up, getting under people's skins because he definitely from college all the way through just got charges or just jump in front of you. You going out to do some ill shit, he's just gonna jump in front of that shit and get the call. And
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
people that find a little niche, find what they can do, and they get it down pat, and that's what he definitely did. Just like Bruce Bowen. And the funny thing is, Bruce Bowen started here, and he get no respect, and then he turns into one of the best defense specialists, getting all types of calls. Dudes
Yeah.
foul out like a motherfucker as a substance.
Oh, I didn't even know Bruce Bowen played for the Celtics.
Yeah, we're the one who drafted him.
That's when I was rooting for the Supersonics. I think.
Nah, you probably well, probably I can't tell you, but I was just gonna say it changed around because Bruce played with Antoine. Them like when they was trying to get it around. Bruce Bowen was like Rick Pitino. I think is the one who I think Rick Pitino or him or MR. Those one is real fucked up. Him or the black dude. Him or ML Carr is the one that drafted him.
Yeah.
And then like 2 or 3 seasons in, when they started getting Chauncey's and all this shit, they traded him.
Hey, when did Rashard Lewis come to Boston?
Rashard Lewis. We
The
never
guy
have
that
a
played for
shot.
the Seahawks, the Supersonics. I thought he
I know
came to
what you're
Boston
talking
for a
about.
little while.
Nah, we never had Rashad Lewis.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
Rashad Lewis? Where I don't know what happened, but it was Rashad Lewis was illing in Orlando, and after like something happened in Orlando, then he was done. Maybe he had that big ass contract, and then when
Yeah. Yeah.
Orlando
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they played the Lakers, then after that he started falling off, and then next thing you know, injuries, and
So
he was done.
he
And then he
didn't go
played
to the
the Big
Celtics
Three.
between the Supersonics and Orlando.
Nah, he never
Okay.
played
Okay.
for it.
Okay. Okay.
The
Okay.
dude that played for us to play for the Magic, unless you and I know you won't think about him, but we had that the African dude. When he played for Orlando, he would touch us up, but when he played for us, he did nothing. Michael Petrus, but we
Mm.
didn't have Rashad Lewis or nah.
Yeah, I wanted the Celtics to trade Orlando for Mo Bamba at one point. But shit, his career ain't even like seeming to be anything. You know, Zara Mo Bamba is the center for the Texas Longhorns. He's like the fifth pick overall a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah. Honestly, we need a better
they got a lot of work.
we need better center play. I don't care what anybody say.
They need a fucking athletic one. They need one every time they get from Kendrick Perkins to this fucking
Yeah.
Khloe Kardashian's nigga
Yeah.
to all these
I
dudes. They
I
a pump
honestly
fake.
wanted
They
Big
can't
Cat.
get the ball and go up. They gotta be fumbling with the ball. You can't pass to them and they just make a move. Everyone, it means somebody, especially watching how TV is. You see this shit and the motherfucker has the whole lane, and next thing you know, it just get clogged up and he gets ripped or nothing happens. Or he pump face, then he does get fouled, but then he's gonna go 1 for 2 at the line or miss both. Like
Yeah.
this shit just be bad. We never had nobody at the 5 that you just grab that motherfucking and go up with this shit, not playing with the ball.
Yeah. I don't know why we got away from set plays on offense and stuff like that.
Maybe because it seemed like the whole league do just run fucking ISO. That's what you're saying because it seemed like that's all we do is run ISO to Tatum or there be
Yeah, but
some plays,
it
but
seemed better with we seemed like we was better with less talent when we played
yeah, no.
team basketball.
Right. Like when they had Isaiah Thomas and stuff like that, those years,
Or
yeah,
even when
it
Tatum
was
then
like,
was on rookie when we
right.
played
That's what
Cleveland
I'm saying.
in the Eastern Conference Finals,
Right, right.
back to back
They was
years, in
more
fact, right?
hungry. Yeah, they
Yeah,
was more, exactly. They was more hungry. They was more hungry, and then it like maybe because they snuck in there first time, it's just like they was more hungry and the less talent. With them being all equal and balanced on their talent, it's like that made them be hungry and work and be under and it was gritty. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Tatum got to stop. It's hard to say what somebody got to stop when they put in up 50, but
Well, I'm the same
he
way.
goes to that step. He goes to that step back fade away way too much for my
Way
taste.
too much. Mm-hmm. He got a lot going up to two where he tries too much. Like
Cause
and not
that step back jump shot should be setting up the blow by penetration, right? So, but what's the use when you don't even do it?
that.
I think he could kill guys on the block on the block too.
Or V post up certain people. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
not
got to
not
do
not
something
in
where
the
he
paint, but
was
on the block, kind of like where Karl Malone
right.
made his career
No, I know
off.
what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Be
He
good
can
down
jump
low to
over
the
most people. That's why to get a jump shot.
right. A lot of them, man. I don't know. Like, I mean, you can see the talents there. He's gonna hopefully. I mean, he's young. He's gonna get better. It's just a lot of shit. I just don't like his attitude towards shit sometimes because it just seems like well, he be getting hacked a lot, and they don't be calling shit. But
Yeah,
besides that, it's like it's a lot of times when like he
I'm
just
starting to
gives
think
up.
it's personal with the refs not calling fouls on him.
Yeah, it's something. Hey
No, but
man, I
that's
told
why
you before, Bush baby, step up.
that's
Nothing
why I
wrong
hold
being
Paul
beat up and
Pierce
kicking it.
in one certain light and one certain honor because Paul Pierce had so much to his game. He could score from anywhere. He could
Mm-hmm.
get his own shot. He could run in one team offense. He could score down low, score deep. He could blow by you. He could do anything.
Right. And go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and he could dunk on
Especially
you
when
because he
she,
knew how to
oh,
use his
yes.
body.
Exactly. Yeah, that's basically what he had to do. He gotta you know what I'm saying, that he gotta find a way to get on weight and get them to respect him. It'll get there. The only thing is I don't think they don't fuck with it, but like I said, I just hate for somebody like him, then you see him be a complete motherfucker and then he doesn't have green on. That's what just can't happen. But
Honestly, seemed like the media trying to destroy his memory and legacy. I seen some guys coming at him about getting into the weed business and all kind of shit.
serious?
Yeah,
Why? Yeah, it's nothing that
because
he
he had
should
some
be.
females around him on live, and they was trying to make like he was being like
Oh,
chauvinistic or whatever you call it.
yeah, no trouble.
Don't you dare go at Dwayne Wade. You know what I mean? Hey,
Mm.
then I seen Dwayne Wade today, right? Hosting one game show. He's like on host now. My father-in-law and sister-in-law is watching it, right? So now everything started making sense. Like Dwayne Wade, now he moving into the entertainment
Hey,
business.
Tim, Tim. Yeah, my
Gabriel
fault.
Union having one resurrection to her career, and then his son got turned into a woman. You know what I mean? You start looking at
Right,
it like, brought enough falling in with the Illuminati's, huh?
right. Yeah,
And you
it's too
saw how
much.
everybody went at Paul Pierce for saying he was having the opinion he was better than D Wade.
Right.
And honestly, he's supposed to feel it up.
Of course, he should feel like that. It's some. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, especially I'm gonna always say that because I'm a Greentown fan. It's just like D Wade. He had those little. He got that flat. That's why he, what's the name? Name on that. He has that flash. He has that appeal. But like being tough, grinding on its own, even though one time Wade was out there by himself. But even like the first chip, you had all those veterans. Everybody said, "Yo, he was balling." He was, and he was their main scorer and shit like that when they won the first time. But it's like you, bro. You had Shaq. I mean, he wasn't himself, but you had Shaq. You had Alonzo Mourning that wasn't himself. I forgot about when they talking about coaching. Forgot Jawan Howard was on that team. You had fucking Twan. They had all of the misfit, like all of the most
No,
illest
yeah. So he
second.
was he was the main scorer on one team friendly
Mhm.
basketball team. You know what I mean? It's not like they gave it to him and said make something happen throughout the whole game. Maybe if the game
Right,
is on the line, they'll do that. But you
right.
know what I mean? Yeah. So
Yeah,
to
because
say
like
that
I
he
said,
carried the Miami team to a title, his I don't know if that was his second or third year.
this
That's
was
a
third or
big
fourth.
overstatement. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, and people try to give him that, and that wasn't the case. Like I said, you got veteran every position. Then you had a veteran at the point guard. Like I said, it was White Chocolate at point, White Chocolate and Gary Payton. Then they like this small forwards. They, I believe, I always want to say, I don't know if I'm wrong, but they also had like the dude named Jamal McClure. He was solid. He's not a name, but he's solid. They had, like I said, the dude from, they had Pose, nigga. They had Pose, um,
To
the
me, you
dude
know what
Jason
speaks
Kaplan. They had
volumes?
a whole bunch of, they had a bunch of veterans that you know that whole team majority. And
Hey,
Hassan was like a rookie or his second year.
let's put it
So
this way: if Dwayne Wade was
Michael Doak,
one true
everything.
top five basketball player, one true top five, I don't even say something like that, but some people make the argument, right? If he was like the one or two best shooting guard, one top 10 basketball player all time, when he
Mm,
went back to Chicago, he should have made something happen there, but he didn't.
right. Hold on. When he, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, he, no, oh, when he went to
He
Cleveland.
left. He left. He no, because he left Cleveland to go. Where he went to Chicago for a little while. He went home to Chicago.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I
he
don't
did.
know.
He did. He did. T. If you go look, watch later. You go look after the show because you busy right now.
Yeah,
But no, he went to Chicago. I think it was right after Miami, or was after Cleveland. But he went to Chicago. I think it went like this. He was in Miami. LeBron left. Then he went to
right.
Chicago. Then from Chicago he went to Cleveland
Went
to
to
help
Cleveland.
LeBron,
Yeah, yeah,
and then he went back to Miami to
yeah.
finish off
Okay.
his career. But in his prime, he went to Chicago, and to me, that's a
Yeah,
great
I
example
don't.
that you
I
don't
don't.
even know he went to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Unless I'm just, and I could be just straight bugging, but I don't even.
Nah, because
Cause
they
who
didn't even have play. I think they even had Jimmy
they would
Butler
have
at
had
the
to
time.
play. That's what I was gonna say. He had to play with Butler then,
Nah, yeah, was after Rose was
but
still
he
on the
was
team, but he
washed.
was
He was
injured.
if he played. Yeah, because if he played with them, he went to Chicago. And he played with Butler. Then I remember it was one season he played for one of them. He was just done. I know when he was in Cleveland, it wasn't he won't hitting or nothing. I know when he went back to Miami, you know what I'm saying, then he got it kind of back together when he went back to Miami. Remember like the run at the end, he started showing signs that he had it back. But to end that shit off for them to go to the playoffs or close to or whatever. But yeah, because like you said, I would have just straight off the rip, I would be battling you like he didn't go to Chicago because I don't even remember that. That's just a blur like hell. But I'm pretty sure if you saying
Yeah,
that he did. But
yeah.
because like you said, even when Pete, well, maybe not his Clippers, but when he went to like Washington, he made he won his shit in the playoff game. Like he did shit to help that young Wizards team. Like so, like I don't know, it's just it's different. I think like they said, it's a good argument, but for people to just sit there and act like you said, that Pete wasn't supposed to say that, like he's somebody slouch, like the dude was way better than him, like that. Nah, it's a lot of shit that P did on his own, or when it was just like him and Twan on his own before even when Garnett and them got there. And even when Garnett, they gave him the green light, but even with Garnett and Ray Allen, he still was like illing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of
I
times.
I think this too. So I don't like saying that Pierce was still the main star when Garnett and shucks, what's his name?
Yeah, like you said, D Wade and Rondo playing on the Bulls with Jimmy, but oh, that he was up there because we beat them after Rondo got hurt. I just don't remember that, bro. Thanks,
Yeah,
Up Killer. Get the strap. But I don't remember that. But I think he was. I think he was just struggling. I just don't. You know how like they say like I never seen that neither. But you know how it's just on the strength. And
I
like I said,
think
I
I know
took
like
D'Lo's word for it anyway. But it's just like when you say King played
his
for the
niece or his
Rockets, like
cousin got
I don't
killed in the
fuck with
streets of
that.
Chicago at the time too. I mean,
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
it because
yeah,
it was a
yeah,
big
yeah,
storyline. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, he was washed because we played them. Remember the Isaiah Thomas team? Remember we played them
yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
would have got us though, but because Rondo was killing us. But then Rondo ended up hurting his finger, and then after that we just ran through them niggas.
Yeah.
But yeah, he won't giving them nothing. And what? Yeah, and that experience, and it probably because I think he only went there for like a year, and then that was it. And that's probably why I'm just forgetting it.
Oh,
But y'all are right. Like I said, this is a time I wouldn't have argued about it anyway because I was. It was just like again, his name Flash. It was a blur. That he went and
yeah,
fucked with them. But he was off, like you said. He didn't. He should have fit in, but his game wasn't there. He was
yeah,
struggling.
yeah. And you can
And
make
it
the
really wasn't
argument that
like that with Pierce, because even with Pierce with the yeah, Pierce shit was just like dot like them not getting played, and it was time for the younger niggas to get played, and that's
yeah,
how they do mostly everybody. If he would have been a Celtic, that wouldn't have happened, but him being on another team, that's why that shit happened.
yeah,
And he just took his role that I'm gonna be more of a mentor.
yeah. And they were still going to Pierce in crunch time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's like even out here when he came for the Clippers is dope, but Doc was a sucker because Doc should let that nigga play that whole game, his last game at the Garden, but this motherfucker really gonna splash the three at the end of the game. Like knew the nigga was just gonna hit that shit. Nigga ain't take no shot the whole game and then gonna take it for the end. His last shot here, he hit the three, nigga. But
hey,
Doc was supposed to let him play. If
you
he
ever
had
seen
played the whole
Kevin
time, he'd
Garnett?
have been bugging.
You ever seen Kevin Garnett do interviews and they asked him about Ray Allen? He he hold on grudge about Ray Allen
Yeah, he's
leaving.
still pissed about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I seen that shit before. Like I was telling my boys that for a minute. When I first seen him and Rondo not clicking because when he was off, and I would see Rondo just like, okay, stay at that 3 point line, act like you don't know how to play basketball besides that three, and was just leaving him out there. My boys is like, oh, T, you think you know everything? Like, what are you talking about? Da, 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 da. And then they end up coming out on the papers like, yeah, I was like, I seen that shit while they was playing the game. That there was certain times he was just leaving that nigga in the wing, like nigga.
nah.
No,
They said
stop
Rondo used
depending
to
on it.
punk him too, like in the locker room, that.
Yeah, because I
Because
think the part of
Rondo is he's punchy.
yeah, and but like I said, I think it is as far as playing basketball. Like when he ended up doing for the Heat, you see his time when he's upset and he went to the hole and got dunks, and that's not even his style. It's things that he did moving and stuff like that. And I think that's what Rondo was pissed. Like, boy, you're just missing all them shots, and you just keep relying on that Jade. Like you can still stop and pop, and there's other shit you can do.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? You just sitting up there on the top of the key, just waiting for me to pass the ball. Keep waiting, and that's what Rondo was doing. And I was seeing that shit. And then
yeah,
that's why, but Garnett know that, so that's why he left. But I mean, I see what Garnett said. The shit that they was on that Ubuntu shit, and then he basically they said that he didn't tell like it was like it was all good. He didn't say that. Next thing they ever heard from him, he's on the Heat. So
yeah,
that's some other shit. They want to have answers. They just want to all know what's up. That shit's crazy.
yeah.
Have you got entwined with any of the anything that's been going on? He's been blowing up ever since. Did you get into any of the Kwame Brown incidents?
Nah, none of it.
None.
I checked in on his live a couple times just to hear him, like just see what's going on.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, for
He
some
had a
reason, it
good
doesn't
joint with
really.
him and George
Yeah,
Brown. I mean Judge Joe Brown, but
yeah, I seen that. I
they were
seen that.
dropping some good
Yeah,
shit though.
yeah,
But no, I know what you're saying. That's why I kind of am. I have fucked with him before, but I know what you're saying. Like you're not gonna let this little stir up decide for you to just start being like people bandwagon and then jumping
Yeah.
off. Like
And it's
he
not
just
really that.
invented
It's just
himself.
like the cup, like what he talking about. That's not really like my cup of tea. You know what I mean? Like I've been known,
Mm,
like guys been getting railroaded. Certain guys be pushed up to be superstars. Certain people almost like get sabotaged their careers. You know what I mean? That's nothing new.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also kind of. I just think that I mean, hold on. He was kind of right far as like the way that they played with him all that time, and then he just, I mean, it's a time for everything. So I guess that's why eventually, like for now, it worked out with how social media is now. Like, cause it couldn't have been a better time if he would have like tried to be hollering back or getting upset 8 years ago, or when social media is not the way it is. It wouldn't have went anywhere. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just like, you know what I mean? Because like I said, he said stuff before. He said something like 2 years, like I think, or a year and a half, like when Kobe died, he had spoke up and said some shit, and that's when I was on it because I had put him on my other channel, and I mean not him talking to me, but some stuff that he said that was ill, like what got him in this situation now going ill, and people had watched it, and I got some numbers off it, but he didn't even like try to shut it down or strike me or anything like that. But I was like, damn, yo, the dude's funny. I didn't even know that he had that type of shit with him. I just thought he was a different type
Yeah.
of dude. But
Yeah.
he is funny as hell. Hold on,
Yeah.
yo. Yeah,
You'll
go ahead.
find me
Give me a
more
second.
on.
Say what you're going to say. Give me a second
Yeah.
so I can
Yeah.
leak right quick.
Yeah. No, what I was gonna say, you're gonna find me more on like on the YouTubers who's like they on their way up to that level, like you, Gotti, some other guys, because I like to be in the mix with people who gonna acknowledge you. They're gonna read your comment. They might even touch on your comment. I don't like just listening to somebody else talk. You know what I mean? We here to, some of us here to be part of the show. Rondo wanted to fight D Wade and Jimmy Butler. Seemed like Rondo wanted to fight everybody. Seems like Rondo got into fights on every team he was on. Appreciate get the strap for that info.
Bumble clock. Bumble clock this shot. Oh,
Yo,
fuck.
yo, yo, yo.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So, what's been the other main? What's been hitting the mainstream though the last couple of days though? What's been going on with the filthy streets?
Oh, did you see Wildcat did um a video visit
Oh,
from prison
wow.
speaking on his situation?
Actually, well, no. What's the homie has sent me some of it. I didn't really get too deep into
Our
it. What was
homie
he on? He was
Mike Check
Maple.
102 posted it up.
Oh yeah, who is that person? You
You
know
know
who
who's
that
that
is?
person? I don't like say yeah, you know who that is too, but I don't want to give up. I don't know if he wants everybody to know.
Oh, you have
That's
to
our
back
that's
check
our
me on how.
man. That's our
Okay.
boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know who that was, but I know somebody had put me onto it, and I was listening to it because, like I said before, a couple months ago, he had hit me up, and I had put him up there. It's just like somebody else who wanted me to do something. I just was like, I just needed to know where he wanted to go with this situation, and then, my channel is not as big for me to put him up there. Like, not to say not to put him up there, but for it to get out, what I'm saying, the lane that he probably would want it to be on. I think,
But it's bigger than Mike Check.
Well,
Nah,
I
but no,
kind
I,
of
I
guess
totally
so.
understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
You
because
might you might
nobody's
as well have gone to Gotti with that.
right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Gotti always looking for those exclusive
Mm-hmm.
from the prison, validate you
Right.
interview.
The validation of a jailhouse situation. Like yeah. I mean, it works. It's just like I said. I think it's funny how all of that shit works. How everything changes like up here, because like all of those people, like it's a couple other good ones or guys that are great storytellers that come from
Nah, some of
that
these
big.
guys is so classic, T. So like, I get this paperwork, right? Then
Mhm.
I was told to send it to this one person. So I sent them to this one person. He doing live on them. Then this other guy, who's our man, that you pretty much know who I'm talking about. He goes live and talks about how he got the paperwork, this and that, and he had the paperwork for the longest. But I still knowing that how Canon was just sent to me, and then I gave him to this guy, and because he went live, you went live. Then I hit him up in his DM. I said, "Yeah, you need the paperwork or what?" Because I get him. They go, "Nah, I had him long time." And then I send him the paperwork. Then he posts up that same paperwork on like the YouTube where you can put like on comment instead of on video on the timeline.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Some of these guys
yeah.
they they
Yeah,
they good salesmen.
right.
Nah, but like it's funny, you know what I mean? Like, and
Nah,
if I'm
no doubt it
expecting
is.
nothing, it's like, bro, do your thing. You know what I mean?
Right. You know that. I mean, like I said, I don't know. It's just I don't want to be caught up in none of that type of stuff. Like I said, I was telling the other sources that like I would rock with him and tell him like if you want to tell a story and get straight to that, like I ain't got no problem with that at all. I just think that, like I said, if somebody's supposed to be just in that lane, that probably it would make it impact more because it's so. Just like if you even see like always happen, like somebody will bring something up. I see that happen to P. P had put something together with somebody when he had a problem with this kid, and then he puts it out, and then this other one or the I guess those New York Blood Tube dudes or whatever, they take the shit and they post his shit, and then this shit does like 2K, like compared to the originator doing it, and it only do hundreds. Like the shit just be like that. That's just crazy. But you got
Yeah.
a group of people that messes with like you know when that person always shoot that same type of content, like what they like what how YouTube is, or like what they be telling you, like if you got a certain type of content, then you stay there, and you stick with that because that's what your crowd knows. So that's where they're gonna go look for that shit at first. Is those type of channels.
Nah, plus you run into the situation where you trying to do a favor for somebody and you guys not even that close in the first place.
Right,
But now because you do a favor for him and you breathing life into him and his situation, the
right.
guys he beefing with coming at you now.
You're coming
They
at you.
start
They
getting
take that
girls
shit.
out the woodwork to accuse you of rape and shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Is exactly right. Now you ain't heard that so-called beef or whatever all for nothing. You know what I mean? Just you know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm fair. I try to be fair to people. Like, hey, you got to listen to this person's side or whatever. Just give them the opportunity to say what you're going to say. If it's bullshit, it's bullshit. If it's the truth, it should be taken highly in consideration. If it's not, then it's not. But don't, get mad. As they say, don't shoot the messenger. But these days, people don't give a fuck. They would love to shoot the messenger because that's another story to talk about. But yeah, man, like I said, it's always just interesting, man. I was just trying to see what's going on because sometimes, like I always say up here, you have saying topics and situations, and then things be going crazy. And a lot of times, like I said, it'd be toxic and be certain shit that I don't be wanting to hold or have like on my brain period. So I be missing things, but then sometimes long as somebody else could just tell me like, oh, this is what happened with me, but I don't go looking for the shit. At all. Damn, I have missed one. Oh, one of the favorite YouTubers said he want to fight both of them. That's crazy. Oh, probably put the mic on. That means he's doing something. My fault, y'all. But hey, like you say, you got 4 or 5 more thousand people up in here, man. You say so many people like to play the bushes. Not playing the bushes. We don't play the bushes. Nothing wrong with the bushes. You just get personality out there.
My bad,
I'm
my
trying
bad.
to see what the hell happened to. No, that's all good. No, I didn't even say anything wrong. I was just trying to figure out. I was trying to see what was going on. Where's that? Oh, I thought that was a guitar.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to turn around the camera so I can show you what my wife cooking, but can't figure it out right now.
Oh, oh, you got the exclusive. You said you got new. You got the exclusive shit. You don't
Yeah,
even know
just
how to
chilling in the
work it
kitchen
yet.
with my wife.
Yeah, that's what's up. Like I said, for content again, there's plenty of shit that it's that time.
My daughter fighting on live with another girl. So drama.
Hey, it goes from their age all the way up to grown folks, all the way up to senior citizens these days. You know that.
That's a fact.
Sure, everybody's holding out. Usually, that's why I was waiting for the other people, but I don't know. Sometimes it happens to me, so I get it. I can't expect, but be like, damn. I thought that what's name was a couple of people was gonna come through to celebrate, or at least kick some shit, not celebrate, but come through because a couple of people had left messages about shit. So what she got on there? What's she cooking? Below. Oh, he didn't fell all the way off. I'm like, he's messing around. And my fault, y'all. I didn't know he had fell all the way off. I thought he was still there. I was trying to figure out what wife he was cooking for. Keep forgetting too. At first, I'm like, damn, it's not late, like a history dish. But he went to keep forgetting all the way in Hawaii. Belo's all the way in Hawaii, so it's what almost 9 o'clock. Yeah, hold on.
Yo, I hit the
Yeah.
wrong button.
Oh, okay. That's cool, but then this thing was acting up too. Let me see. Yeah, I said, what was she cooking though, bro?
She's cooking on breaded mahi mahi fish.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Breaded. What's the difference? Why you said it like that? What's breaded between just being regular fried?
When I don't know, they bread them so get more crispy right on the outside.
Uh,
Yeah.
nah, I like that fish though. That shit. I haven't even actually had a piece of that in a while, to tell you the truth. I
Mahi
used to eat a
mahi
lot
is
of that.
good. Is good. Good fish.
Yeah, I used to eat it a lot when I was working because I used to work in this grocery store and I used to work in seafood. And they used to have that a lot in this store. But this other store by me, they don't even sell it. I've never seen that in the store that I'm in. But the other
In fact,
place,
usually mahi mahi, the thing is low in stock, and then the restaurants that serve that when no more, they'll substitute it with what is that called? Halibut or whatever you call it.
halibut, yep.
Yeah,
I like halibut too, and
yeah, they
halibut's even
almost
more
similar. Yeah,
expensive.
real similar.
Both of them good. I think even halibut's better, but I think I like halibut better because it's just like cod too. Halibut is like because it's thick like loins. They call it loins. A cod, but yeah, that should be kind of up there too. Probably what it be looking like out there is decent price, because I think that's usually a good. The Maui too, that should be up there, but I think that halibut is a little that halibut is expensive. Yeah,
On yeah, no, mahi mahi is more expensive, but
it's more expensive than the
yeah,
halibut.
yeah.
Damn.
That's why you'll find. That's why you'll find halibut more in restaurants, right? Because like, what's that called? Just well, the way they price fish too is not necessarily the better fish, right? It's like
Mm,
what you have more of.
oh,
Yeah.
mm. Nah, but both, like I say, either way, I like fish. So either way, especially like anybody else, boneless on top of that. But that halibut, I kind of like that shit more better. But
Yeah.
both of them is good though. But it seemed like here, it seemed like from what I remember, no, the Maui is expensive too. But I think it just seemed like it's a little bit cheaper than the
Oh, the
halibut.
reason why you would bread it too with like a panko or whatever is so you can deep fry it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, more than just corn flour, any type of flour. I mean, more than cornmeal, or
I'm pretty sure they all similar. They all
yeah,
it's the same concept anyway. Just
yeah.
different ones get one different taste to it.
Right, of course. It is more texture, like you said, because if you have, like I said, one thing that's hard to like try to fry is the it's cod itself. Like cod, it looks straight like a haddock or something like that. But if you
Mm.
like, it's hard to fry. Like if you don't like really coat it right, that should have just started breaking. It's not one of those pieces of fish that don't
Yeah, that's
don't
another thing too. The
fry.
thing start falling apart in the pan, right? So
Yeah, because
yeah,
it's one of them fishes that don't like to. I mean, they don't like to get fried, but I mean, that's what it equals out to. But yeah,
yeah,
it doesn't fry well. If
yeah,
you,
'Cause-
especially
yeah.
unless, like you said, that's why we were talking about. Unless you like bread it or you know how to do the extra, like really know how to, you know, what I'm saying, put that coat on
Yeah,
it. If you
because
do
if
it
you
like
look at fish meat and beef, it's different, right? Where like beef is like on slab, like, but if you get fish, it's more like the meat is layered, right? Like they kind of like they start pulling apart from each other.
right,
Yeah, that's why you can break apart one piece of fish with just your fork, and then steak you would need a knife.
right.
You a oyster man?
Not really. It's times that like, oh, if it's like right in front of me, I'll probably fuck with it, but not crazy. Well, yeah, and then I like that more than what I couldn't think of the last time we were talking about this. It's like mess with steamers too. Those are crazy, but not as much as I like the oysters. Oysters is good though, especially like I said, if you got some type of dip and shit. Oh man, that shit's bomb.
Red snapper is good too.
Yeah, a lot of people like red. That's mostly Caribbean people over here. Caribbean people love red snapper. Most West Indians they like to stew it or steam it somehow, but you know most regular Americans like to fry everything like that.
Yeah, we
But
like our food fried.
yeah, but especially that a snapper, a nice fried snapper. But like them, they'll like stew it or like if you ever seen on my drink, I be using porkies, which ain't really nothing wrong with it, but if you ever seen like when I say so when I do a fish thing, I just steaming it and doing it with potatoes, they call it like stewing. And that's
Yeah,
what like a lot of West Indians do with when they mess with fish. They like they fry too, but they don't fry it as much. A lot of time they'll just have like I said, they'll steam their fish.
yeah. One of my favorite um fish was that servings would be You ever had parrotfish?
Mm-mm.
Oh well, we call them
Think so.
uhu, but I'm pretty sure that's just the
Ooh,
Hawaiian name. But other
right,
people call them
right.
parrotfish, right? But so you cut them, you cut the belly, you clean them, and then you stuff it with like corned beef, and then you steam them
Oh
or
wow.
bake it. Yeah, some people stuff it with Portuguese sausage, and you know, some people go with corned beef, other people go with
The
crab.
nigga be he be that fat, nigga.
Yeah, but you got to
That's
get
all
them
I'm
big
talking
fish to
about.
stuff it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's all I said. Well, you can't stuff that, but um, what's the ugly fish I was talking about? Prawn. You ever had that? I think that would be no. It's not going to be close to you. It's just Indian. It's an Indian fish, but this shit, fish called prawn. Oh man, that's just a good taste, and that's just mad different. It's an ugly looking fish, but shit look like a damn baby shark. That should be all big, long, fin tail. That shit's different piece of different type of tasting fish meat. Oh man. But even that, I haven't had that shit. Nothing. But I always would fry it. I haven't did it all the way. It'd be hard for me, like when it comes to fish, to like do anything but fry it. That's how you see. Like you're not doing right by the fish when you be doing other shit.
I personally love my fish deep fried, where you can eat the head, you can eat the eyes,
Yeah, yeah,
eat
yeah.
the
You want
fin.
all of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, you ain't from here. Most Americans they don't even want to see that head. They want you to cut that off. They don't want no parts of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how, like I said, the fish that I was just talking about. You keep that head on. If you keep it pulled, like that shit look crazy. But sometimes I will. Sometimes I just fry fucking mess with that whole piece. But a lot of times, or sometimes I'll cut it like in like three. But like yeah, like you said, it still be the head, but it'd be like what you talking about because that's the only thing you could do. It'd be the head, the body, and then the tail part. And then somebody like you and me, like you say, you
So,
can eat
like
that
Asian
head.
Asian cultures, they make soup with the fish head.
That's what fish said. They do soup. Yeah, that's what they exactly. I mean, that's what West Indians do too. They make a lot of soup with fish head. They love that shit. They, especially like you said, Asians. They do that a lot. Like they'll damn near fuck with those fish heads more than they'll fuck with the rest of the body a lot of time. I
That's a
mean, like
fact. It's almost like a delicacy.
right. Like I seen, like I said, I seen that from working in the market. Nigga. They'll definitely just come and be like, "Oh, you got fish head?" Like, no, I just want the head. Like, what? You
Hey,
got meat
so
in that shit.
I was talking with Palato today, and then he got me to go check out King Troll's page. Bro, it's like how Gotti's channel used to be on steroids. It's crazy.
He said, "What about it?" Oh, he was telling you about King Charles page, saying it
Yeah,
was
so I went to go check it out, and it's just a panel full of people just going at it with each other.
I know because it started because it used to just happen on his page, period. But then he didn't want it the one a third page to be like that, so he made that channel.
Oh shoot! I
Everybody
thought that
was
was
like
his.
it.
I thought that was that same channel. I was like, how you go from enlightening conversations to this?
To that, right? Yeah. Nah, he broke it up because that's what was happening. It's just like we're talking now, like anything else. When again, when you be on that type of bullshit, which is like I said, would be it's like motherfuckers just joking and snapping on each other. But again, it came from like him trying to do other things too. So yeah, he just switched it up. But everybody seems to like it. I don't really be fucking with it because it's like we had different people over there, like Tommy, and like I don't know, it'd be like different people. That shit could get nasty, but
Yeah, I can't mess with it. I had to leave quick. Nah, cause you got had this white girl up there.
right.
So
Oh, well, Megan was up there again.
yeah, that was her
That's fucked
name.
up.
she started calling some of the guys the N word, right?
Oh yeah, you
I
caught
don't know if
that.
she was calling them that or using it, but then they start blasting at her.
Right.
And there's only so much of that I gonna be listening to.
Right, right. I know she be
Yeah, I
coming
got
here sometimes. She fuck with over there, but she come over here sometimes.
nah, because then you start generalizing it instead of
Oh
keeping it
yeah, if it get
just to
nasty,
her. You
that's
start
why
going
I don't.
against her whole culture, and it's like you
Right,
can
right.
feel that
Cause
way,
you
but don't expect me to sit around and listen to it. You know what I mean?
right. Because that's what it's gonna end up turning to. That's the reason why I
It
don't mess with
always
it.
turns into that.
But it's gonna be it can get nasty, and that's the thing I was
Yeah.
talking about. Then, like I
It
said,
never
with like
stays you. It always comes to them. You know what I mean?
right, of course, it's gonna be all you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just get bad, and then it's like, how can
What
on
you gonna
both
do?
levels, like, how can that shit be funny? Oh, that's funny, but then when the black joke comes, is it gonna be funny? Like, so
I'm gonna check on the drama one quick one. Yeah, where's Cuss? Okay. But yeah.
it's crazy. But yeah, like I said, so you know, like that shit is just go crazy places. That's why I don't really fuck with it because, like I said before, the people that say stuff, and then like you could take a joke, but then stuff be sometimes things be real. So then if it be real, and then it's like, yo, that was a joke, but then it's not a joke, then it's like that's just tough to break
Yeah.
them shits down. You know what I mean? And then like you say some crazy shit, and then it's like somebody might act like it's cool, but at the end of the day, you know, you could see the residue of it, and people not like it. Like, yo, I didn't like how that was some fucked up shit. Or other people now making another show on,
Yeah.
oh, was that this or was that going too far and all this type of shit.
Nah, some of these guys they wicked, man. Like some of these content creators. So like I seen this other one. I don't want to say no names, but they was touching on some some Black Power stuff. And then I
Mm-hmm.
seen somebody come in and they was like against it, right? So they was
Uh-huh.
trolling and kind of like going after that kind of mindset and thinking from the opposite side. And before he could get blocked, I seen the content creator wrench him up. So nobody could block him and he could
Oh
continue to
wow.
spout his shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Right, right, right. Yeah, that's the trick. So now I'm gonna get rid of you. Nah, because you know everybody, people be liking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you do it for a reason. You do it for numbers, like you know what I'm saying. Not
Yeah,
necessarily, but you know what I'm saying. That's what you're kind of doing it for. So
you're encouraging
that's how you break it
controversy.
down.
You know what I mean?
hmm
Yeah.
Everybody got their own ways of it, man. But like I said, that you don't at this time it's already like division out of our hands, and then you don't need division and shit like that, and then people talking, and then like I said, it's just definitely like like when y'all was having a good build. That's why I was wanting to see you come up here as NY. This is like when you NY the other night, and then y'all was even talking about the Bible and shit like that. It's like it be shit that's upon interpretation, and then it's like I just see it like even when cats be cool, it's like certain shit you go to though with politics or people's thought process or how they really feel about the nitty gritty about certain things. It's like I want it to be real and be authentic, but it's like you can have some conversation about what you
Oh,
think
you know
like
what?
that, and it could
On
go out of place, bro.
Friendly Extortion's channel,
Mm-hmm.
me and NY, I think it was 83. We was having a long conversation, and we both was coming at it from different viewpoints and challenging each other's concepts respectfully for a long time, and none of us got agitated at each other. None of us took shots at each other. It would, to me, that's something we got to encourage more. You know what I mean? Where we
Right.
can agree to disagree and we can respect. Maybe I don't believe in your belief, but I respect how
Right.
much how much work you put into believing what you believe. You know what I mean? And how much it means to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with anything is like sometimes it gets to that, and I even myself with people that I've known or whatever that's not even up here. It's like I learned that a long time ago, like when you could just be having them shits and like you said before, like even arguing over rappers and shit like that, that you get into some nasty shit.
Oh,
So
that
it's crazy.
Tupac debate we had was getting a little heated.
Oh yeah, but I was cool with it. Definitely cloud chaser. What's the deal? But yeah, you right. But I
Yo,
mean, I was
salute,
dealing
fam.
with it. Good morning, my
Yo,
brother.
Death,
Thanks for
what's up?
chiming in. What's
What's
going on
good?
with you, man? I was
Oh,
asking the people too, man. What's the hot topic, man? How's this weekend been for you?
I seen
shit,
Death
man.
getting everybody worried the other day, acting like he might pull out of YouTube. You had everybody stressing. I was in that
Yeah,
I was in the chat.
yeah, that shit. People came through and showed love though. That was a good chat though.
All right.
What you told them you was about to pull a who did that? All them other people, Cardi, funny, Cody, you was about to retire.
No, I said that I was thinking
Oh,
about like maybe
pitching
I
me.
should quit if they don't support me and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, he threatened to quit job. The old Jay Z chick. Oh, nigga, just buy 15,000 more units. I think about it. Maybe I will walk away. If you don't, I might walk away. But now, like I said, I don't want to stir up any conversations. Like you said before, Senna said hello, Death.
So like,
Uh,
what's up, fam?
but No, like I was saying, like when you had on the show the other day, like you said, I tried to run with it and nobody was really there. It's been, it's all
Yeah,
right.
you did it wrong.
He said I did it wrong.
Yeah, your only words in your title was supposed to be that.
Oh, just that, right?
Yeah,
Oh, we'll go at it. We'll do it Monday or tomorrow night. But yeah, I try to. I didn't, but I didn't mention too many people, man. But everybody got these stubborn ways, and like we be talking about up here a lot, man. Certain people feel, look at themselves and put themselves on certain pedestals, and certain people feel like they're bigger than certain, even if it's a call out of certain sayings and stuff like that. But it is what it is. I just was trying to have
no,
fun with it the
100.
same way too. So
Yeah,
yeah, man.
instead of that like Bilo saying shit, it's more so community nowadays, bro. Like people gotta stop all the negative energy, period.
Right. Yeah, like I said, that's what I've been saying. That's what I call for. Because it just be crazy. I be hearing certain things and seeing certain shit. And it's like every time we get close, so people be on it, it's like people have ideas, but then at the same time, this motherfuckers just like, what I'm saying? Niggas like slaughteration. Niggas just like, when motherfuckers, aka we getting dragged, or motherfuckers, we just illing on each other. Motherfuckers just like that shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's just like we're a magnet to that shit nowadays. That shit's crazy. Even if everybody don't even know the all the characters involved. But hey, like I said, now we chilling and I keep telling y'all, man, stop being in them damn butchers catching poison ivy, man. You step up and don't get mentioned, or if you've been mentioned, we was talking to you. You bring your ass up to the podium and see what's going on out here. You don't gotta be in the bushes.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I know
100.
somebody got some smart ass shit to say or something that's going on. Like I said, I know it was yeah, again, y'all both of y'all are saying it was beautiful here and very hot and humid over here on the East Coast. How's the weather out there? How's the weather out there? Was it 2 months or regular?
Yeah, I think it was 100 something
Oh
like that out
Lord.
there in the west.
Whew. Yeah, that's a crazy ass
Yeah,
That's a crazy.
it's been like 80 degrees though in Chicago.
Oh yeah, even Chicago is stepping up. Yeah, because up here we supposed to be having basically a heat wave. It was 90 days, so it's be 90 tomorrow and Monday too. So everything been swell, man. So with the summer coming up, man, what do you expect to look to be doing with the channel or yourself uh as the summer moves along?
Oh, we gonna come back. I'm regrouping right now and shit. So when I come back, we come back. It's gonna be like we never left, but it's gonna be harder, man. So gonna hit that 50K like in no time. You feel me? Got like 4,000 subscribers. Before we hit that 50K, we gonna hit that shit real soon. So
What's the don't they give you what's the big bonus for the 50K? What's YouTube let me see what they
I don't know.
all right, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So oh you said you don't know right now?
Yeah, I don't know what the big bonus is for 50K, but I don't think it's nothing really.
Uh
To get a bigger audience, that's about it. You got 50,000 people that's potentially can watch your content, subscribe to you apparently, but you know it's
That's huge.
always
That's
good.
man, that's a monumental thing, man. So you saying what you think? How long that you think is gonna take? Probably, well, yeah, a
I'm
little
trying
bit.
to knock it out. Probably when I come back in like 2 weeks, I'm probably trying to knock that shit out in like 30 days from now. So like the next 45 days. On YouTube, say I hit it in 3 months at the work that I'm going.
Um, but it, but it pays up with the averages. But you said fuck that.
Yeah,
You on your Grizzly, get that shit.
exactly. I see what I Smoke been doing. I'm like, that boy going crazy over there. He
What
used
he
to talk
been doing?
about me going crazy. I'm like, that nigga going stupid, dog. He putting out like 15 videos a day, and then
God
he
damn.
hitting it with probably like about no, for real though. He doing like at least 10 videos a day, and probably like 5 to 6 of them going viral.
Oh man. Shout out to I
He about to hit 100K. He
tell
like
you
at
about the yeah, yeah.
98K or
I
some shit.
oh yeah, I seen it. That shit was up like that. I was like, damn.
Now you get a reward for 100K. Now you get the
Huh?
plaque. You get the plaque. You get the YouTube plaque 100K when you get 100K.
Mm. That's a lot, man. That is definitely a lot. I don't care how long. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, y'all rock with bro. Nigga, I Smoke. He holds it down. It's crazy. They
Why
counted him
is
out and shit. A lot of
word?
people counted I Smoke out. Okay.
Yes, he proved them motherfuckers wrong because he definitely always be hitting them up telling them he always be having good shit over there. He be putting shit out there, put himself on the line and shit. Then he also be visiting motherfuckers and trying to show love what he can and shit like that for certain things that he be doing. So definitely be putting in the work to the takes.
Like, shit crazy.
But it's always
What you
something,
having
man.
going on though, man?
Man, I just been chilling. Like I said, man, I just wanted, like, for now, just come out here and reach the people and try to get back being a little bit consistent, man. At least try to come up here, a few more times a week or a night or whatever.
Yeah.
But I need to, what I'm saying, again, need to reach in there and find some more, what I'm saying, some great stuff or some better, what I'm saying,
What's been
avenues.
going on with like far as out there since they been lifting up the restrictions on COVID and shit?
Um, Well, it's opened up. Like for one thing, we are kind of open up. I just ain't been doing nothing extra. Like you know what I'm saying? Like even last night I went out, I was on the gram shit I could have put up here, but there's too much music and shit like that. But I mean it's been like that. Like I said, that shit kinda not affected us as much as people because like you
Man,
said,
what's going on, Sam?
it's a lot of yeah, it's been a lot of stuff that's been open and like I know about like August, everything's supposed to be full fledged. So like even that, like you said, just being outside, even just regular outside, just you know what I'm saying. I want to get on to showing, just showing shit outside and stuff like that. Start doing earlier lives outside. You know what I'm saying, in comfortable places. It's not too hot.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Shit, like, oh, I see what you're saying. But shit, get on your you like some of the guys that you be in tune with, like shit, get on they type of level and shit, man. Do the lives like that instead of gauging it towards the people all the time. Shit, just pick some shit, then just go with it, even if the live ain't gonna be a 2 hour live. It just be 40 minutes. It's just you going in on something. You know what I'm saying? On what's on your
Right.
mind.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No
people
doubt.
they
That's definitely
gonna they gonna start to really. People already rock with you. They understand you and shit, but they gonna really start to understand you. You feel me? So that's the only
right.
thing that I'm lacking on my platform is that sometimes the people that do catch the lives, they can see my personality come out a little bit or something, or depending on how I'm doing the live. But when you got a platform like yours, you gotta do it like all the time. Feel me?
Right.
So I'm straight like a news, like so I boop boop, I'm in and I'm out.
That's definitely true. Now that's you know what I'm saying. That's definitely always good ideas to put you know what I'm saying put down. It's just like yo, a lot of times, like I said, I be trying to get breathers, and I know this is a hard thing to do. It's just like this shit is not it's not the easiest fucking with this everything coming up with different shit. And then what I'm saying regular life along with what I'm saying trying to keep the toxic shit away from the system. Yeah,
But you'll probably, I think you'll probably, if you like even if you look at Tennessee news or you look at saying Boston news, New York news, or something that you see, it might not be celebrity wise, but it's like something that's like, damn, this shit is crazy. This sparked your interest or what happened. Kind of like Willie D and shit. What Willie D be doing, or there's some other content creators I watch and shit who be doing it. Like they have stories that ain't nobody else talking about type shit. The only people talking about it is the real news. And they be giving their opinion on it and shit. You should try that, bro.
right. It's understandable. I understand.
It ain't celebrity
That's
though. It
good
ain't
definitely shit.
celebrity. It's more
Because no,
so
I know
like
what you're saying.
reality.
I was thinking about that. I know what you're saying. It's just like one that I missed on. I mean, I still can bring it. I know what you're talking about because the I think I briefly just told you it's just like I think last weekend or 2 weeks ago that they opened up the like the biggest dispensary, like the biggest dispensary is here now.
Hmm.
And like ain't especially I ain't seen nobody on YouTube talk about that shit, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'd have briefly done it. It's just that what I told you before, I kinda left it alone because the information I got it from, you know what I'm saying, I just wasn't trying to tap into to that because that's where I got one of those
Yeah,
strizzies from the last
or a
time. So,
dude, he took his girl. A dude took his girlfriend car, went and smacked the police officer, and then went and
mm,
robbed the bank.
wow.
Be real stories like that, life
Right.
in different towns and shit. You'll be surprised. Shit just don't get no mainstream coverage because they don't want that shit to get out there in mainstream. But you giving your point because I'm gonna start doing that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna start doing that shit. I think that's gonna give it a edge to my channel too. Shit that I'm telling you.
Right.
Um, not just covering celebrity, but just covering regular shit that spark your interest across the United States or even across the world. I guess kind of
Right.
like what your boy was doing. He do that shit, right? Uh, damn, what's our boy name?
Who's that? Uh Mac
Bitniz.
or
Nigga
Oh
from
no, Latin
Miami who you
Pain.
don't fuck with.
Who?
The nigga from Miami you don't fuck with. Florida and shit.
Oh, that dude. I know
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking
But that's what don't he do it? Yeah, he do it. That's what I'm talking about. Kind of like that, like shit that you'd be like, oh damn, I ain't even know about that.
about. Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. I mean, not to. I know you're talking about not to take like you're just reading the articles and stuff. He used to be reading articles and shit. Like you said, he come
Yeah,
across
cause
it.
he has some random shit. He has some random shit, but that random shit, it's like it depends on your audience, of course. But like you talk like you talk a lot of real shit. So you don't like to talk about celebrity shit. You don't like to talk about what shit was going on in these neighborhoods for real. So
Right,
when you touch down with that, it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be a good look.
right. Nah, like you said, like both of y'all told me before you and Gotti, like basically just like some of the certain pre-records or something like that. Just when you post them shits up that are interesting, at least like you said, a piece of your fan base is gonna touch it, listen to it, and fuck with it, no doubt. Because
Yeah, 'cause you be like,
you don't get it all here at all.
say you see like
It
dude like
helps.
the dude won big Dodge coin or some shit. Like right now, like that AMC shit. Like you could be talking about like I know you talk about stocks and shit, but you didn't invest in that particular one. So you could be like, man, I'm looking crazy right now. Like you know, to give your point of view. Cause like shit, I
Right.
wish I invested in that shit. That shit was at $2 and $4 when I seen it, and now that shit at $61 right now, boy.
Damn.
AMC.
Wow.
So like shit like that, people know about it, but you'll be like, it ain't a lot of people blogging about it, but that shit'll go. People be searching it on YouTube.
Right. Like you said, and if you can have it sometime, of course people will fuck with it. Of course. It makes sense.
Yeah, I
What
just
up,
figured
friendly?
something
What's the
out.
deal?
I was watching a content creator, and they was like, put your Google alerts on, so you could put your Google alerts on different shit.
Right.
Would be
Yeah,
passing.
that's one thing too that you told me I know better and I be paying attention to, but then I leave it alone. It's like all that shit, like, and people take advantage of all the shit that they be sending us, like, even though working class, like, ain't, you gotta pay attention to that shit. Even
Yep.
if you be like, even if you're not thinking that you're running out of ideas and shit like that. So that's what that shit is there for. Like I said, this is a couple of things I have to learn how to maneuver easier and make things easier on me. Okay. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff like that. Like you're saying, all the people in the city is you know, a lot of shooting deaths and stuff like that. And like I said before, that's going to be bad reporting that shit because, like I said, I don't want to jinx it or just talk bad on it. But like I said, it's going to definitely be a hot summer, man. More ways than one.
Mm-hmm. No, for real though, bro. It's like it definitely one of them summers. People back outside, man, it's a lot going on.
Definitely is.
It's a lot going on the tourist spots and shit. So, boy, Mayweather, the fight is tomorrow. So, the fight tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yup.
Yep.
Shit about to
Let's
go
talk
up.
about that. Yeah. It's funny because it's not even really like it's funny because they're generating all that money and that's not even like a real fight. You know what I mean? But like with money and name in it, Mayweather being a part of it, like you said, one thing, no matter what, you don't get it's gonna be a money situation, one way or the other. No matter what it looks like.
Yeah, he said he already made 30 million. He ain't fight him yet.
Damn. Yeah, somebody I think NBA was saying that earlier. I thought he was saying 10 million. You said 30 million off of they done racked up off of promoting that shit already. That's crazy, and
Mm.
that's not even no big time real fight. Like that's not no real like his normal shit. It's not a real boxing event. Like I was telling them before you came up there, they decided the other day that it's not gonna be like nobody wins, nobody lose type of thing. So you don't know what could come out of that situation. Now I know that he won't just take the dive for it, but well, I can't say that either. But I doubt that he would. But it's not going to ruin his record. I don't think it's nowhere in hell he would lose. Period. But even if he was to lose, it's not going to go against his record. So like that just takes a bite out of it. A lot of people lining up to spend $50, $60 to watch that shit. I know it's going to generate the city money out there. Because motherfuckers going to be moving around. Motherfuckers going to be close to that shit. And motherfuckers going to want to get that shit after. Bro, I think he beat the bounce. What you got going on over there, Karan? Seeing like all over every, everybody's flat today or something. Yeah, like I said, I was, oh man, what you was messing with that grill? Oh, you put the microphone back on mute. I thought he came off. I know he be fucking around in that backyard fucking with that damn grill. Probably the best time it fucking been all day. Work around. Who was you messing with? Who was you messing with, bro? He's a ass spinning. Well, at least hold on for a second, y'all. At least you had a good time. You say, oh shit. My fault. Death dropped off. My fault, y'all. I thought he stood up here. But damn, where's the party people at, man? No friendly. We ain't going for no shot. No shots. Everybody playing the push. Ain't nobody got nothing crazy to say. Ron talking about he's drunk. Plus he has some that guy paying too. Trying to make some out of this. I was gonna be a patient moment anyway, but try to see what's up with the people's man. Wow, they hit me with this dumbass. Uh, y'all both into each other every other 5 minutes. Hey, Karan said, "What up to you, dude?" Back and forth. Why is that thing doing that? Yeah, so everybody just had that fight on their head. So that's what's supposed to go on for the weekend. Oh man, Bilo, you start eating on that fish yet? Bilo said he was gonna go do one thing, did something else. You eating on that damn fish? You just ain't trying to share. Smacking shit, ain't trying to share no that fish. I got you. I was trying to figure what the fuck was going on tonight. These motherfuckers went out to that damn casino. I was not fucking with no casino. I need to be earning before I be just throwing money away right now. You know, like I told some of y'all people, I need to make that trip. I don't need to be messing around throwing money away that's not there. Trying to chase some money that's not there. All this nigga's back in the pill. That's shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to look at something because I'm checking on oil. But hey, Bush babies, come on, crank it up, Bush baby. What's going on over there in the bushes this morning? I'm trying to. So they use working. Oh yeah, we got other things going on as well. Oh, you're acting like Iran. You on that hand drunk too. All of y'all are acting up. I'm trying to see what's up with Koya right quick. Koya got as much as people. I didn't know he was live because something wrong. But I was trying to. I put the wrong thing there. But friendly, what's the deal, man? What you over there working on, man? I said shots. I'm over here, man. Nobody had the Bush Babies. Everybody's doing the Bush Baby album, man. He come through. Between the Bush Babies and the word about Floyd tomorrow. She was probably over there for sure. Is Center? Oh no, Center's working too. Friendly, you got those beats loaded? What you working on the turntables tonight? You DJing somewhere, friendly? Cloud Chaser went somewhere on the other side too. I don't know him, B-Lo, they went to go grab food. It's usually 2 hours from now before family start cooking. We went to be sipping. What's everybody else got going on? I mean, it's early morning. What everybody else got going on? Man. I'm all ran out of information because I was sitting up here waiting on these people, and then I'm checking on other people too at the same time. I didn't expect to see this happen.
Yeah, what's up, yo? I thought I'd come on here and fucking
Yo,
record a little bit before I go to sleep, man. I'm fucked up right now. I don't feel good. I just came up
there
here.
you go. It's clicking.
I just came up here to say what's
Yo,
good. Can you hear me?
I don't know why it's not working. I put you up there. Yo,
Yo, can you hear me?
am I bugging on? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I was saying
But you said
I was coming up here to say what's good. I'm just laying down right now. I'm gonna come up here and talk with you for a little bit. Then I'm about to take it down in a few.
yeah. I was
Uh,
shit. Thanks, bro. Like I said, I was running out of ammo. I ain't gonna be up here too much longer myself with this because I don't know. Everybody's all over the place, but it's whatever. But nah, I was yeah, like just trying to see what everybody was up to, what's been going on and stuff like that. Then like we was talking about the fight or whatever.
yeah,
Then
fuck
nigga
that fight.
friendly hit me talking about he's on. I know that ain't no real shit anyway.
Yeah,
Exactly.
fuck that shit. I ordered damn near every Floyd Mayweather fight ever in my goddamn life. We ain't ordering that bullshit tomorrow.
Oh hell no.
Hell
That's what
no.
I'm saying. How could you like I was telling him earlier, whatever.
I'm gonna
Like
watch
how
that shit
you
on my
gonna be
computer though,
motivated?
on a free website, but I ain't ordering
Yeah,
that shit. I'm gonna watch it on a free website, but
folks.
I'm down. Hell no, I'm not paying no $80. We ain't paying no $80 for that.
Man, they want $80. Yeah, and like I said, how you gonna try to make somebody pay some money like that? And they already saying that it ain't gonna be no winner. Like it's decided it
Yeah,
won't be
that's
no
cool.
winner. Doesn't.
I've never heard a boxing match, a match period where it's not gonna be no judges and there's not no official winner. I've never heard of nothing like that before.
Right. That don't make no
Never heard of
sense.
that.
So how you selling something like that?
They don't even do shit in like low budget pro fighting leagues. They don't even do shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not paying for it though. I'm gonna watch it on I'm gonna watch it on
So whatever site
I'm gonna tell you the website. It's called free. It's called Crack Streams. It's called
cracks.
crackstreams.net, or go on VIP. Or go if that don't work for you, go on VIP road. Go on VIProad.net. VIPsports.net. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are the websites I'll be watching this shit. Like all the free fights on, all the free football games, basketball games, baseball games, all that shit. They got all that shit on Crack Stream. And you know who put me on it? Matter of fact, the stream shit. What's his name? The guy, Murph. Murph. I was on it was a couple months ago. I was on a
Oh
panel
yeah,
with
well, yeah.
him. I was on a panel with him, Reno Biz, and we was on officials. We was on officials panel like a couple months ago. I hopped on there with them like a late night, and we was talking and we was chopping it up. And Murph DeKenzo gave me that website. He put me on that website, and ever since then I watch all the basketball games on there.
Mm.
Yeah, shout out to him for that. Because before I only had one site, and that shit was ass. So ever since he told me about that site, that's the only site I watch sports on now. Crackstreams.net.
Yeah, my joint, cause like I usually like I got the fire stick. I used to have on my channel that we usually show that it been acting whack lately. I don't know what's wrong with that shit. Cause even when I try to watch that, try to see that spiral shit, like it just will not even work for that shit. I don't know why. And then I know that shit's open to have because I heard Friendly explain it to somebody like last week that he already seen it. Plus, any other time, no matter how old else that new movie is, once it come out, that should be there. That's just sometime
They said HBO Max, the new shit to have. Everybody saying that shit. They said that shit. They said have HBO Max is like having the fucking movie theaters on your TV. That's what I see everybody talk about on Twitter and Instagram.
Word. Well, because they
Hmm
got all the movies and shit.
They
What?
got like
Oh,
all
you,
the shit. They got all the movies and shit that came
oh,
out
yeah.
like that come out like in theaters. You don't even gotta go to the movie theaters and see this shit no more. So if you got fucking HBO Max on your phone or whatever on your smart TV, you good.
Wow.
I don't got that shit. I don't. I got the app and shit like that on my phone, but I don't got that shit on my TV. Like my TV ain't that. My TV ain't that that much upgraded and shit like that. Like they be like that shit on them TVs. That's like fucking the Apple TVs and the smart TV. We got smart TV, but our shit ain't no Apple now. My shit ain't no
I
Apple
don't know.
now.
You sure that you gotta have that? Oh, because the cord did it where they gotta hook up to and stuff.
Yeah, cause like I don't know, that shit weird, bro. Technology is so crazy, and then with the PS5, if you get the PS5, it's like these motherfuckers be knowing what they doing when they be making this shit, bro. Because
Right.
all right, look it. I'm gonna put my screen on. I'm gonna put my screen on. Say if I
Mhm.
get the PS5, say if I get the PS5, I can't play the PS5 on this screen TV. There's a flat screen, but I
Oh,
can't play on this shit because it's not 4K like that. So it's like if I get the PS5, I'm gonna have to buy a 4K TV. And that's gonna be an extra $400. So
right.
you damn near spending
Well, hold
over a
on.
rack.
What type of TV is that you said that you got?
I don't know. This some
Oh,
mean
old
shit.
school. Oh no,
Nah,
but
that's not no
it's a
old school
flat
shit.
screen.
Yeah, it's just a regular flat screen TV,
But
but
you
I
said the
couldn't put the PS5
PS5
on there.
it's not gonna work on that.
Nah, it's not gonna work on that. You gotta have a
Oh,
4K
that's
TV.
crazy.
Your shit gotta be in 4K.
Oh, the whole TV settings. Wow, I didn't even know that.
Uh-huh. Same shit with the PS4. When I bought the PS4 back in the day, I ain't had the right TV to put the PS4 on. I had to buy that. Had to buy that shit when the
That's
PS4
why I
first
think
came
I
out.
forgot who I keep going back and forth with that. I think it's either I think it's fucking Egg or somebody try to tell me because like with the Nintendo, I'm trying to tell them, like you can't put that shit on the flash screen. And they're trying to tell me
Yeah.
yes you can. Like I got an old school TV, nigga,
Nah, that shit
and
not
that shit
working.
on
Hell
that
no.
old school TV. The shit say if you put it, no, it works on the old school TV because it's old. The Nintendo is not gonna work on that flat screen though. Because it don't even got the piece, and even if you get the piece, like you're risking the fact of fucking that fucking like the same difference.
Yeah.
You can burn. It's too much shit. You can burn the damn TV inside of fucking with it because it's not made for that shit. Like you said, however it goes, I know it doesn't work though. I
Yeah,
seen it
man.
once.
These motherfuckers These motherfuckers be knowing what they be doing, man, when they make that shit,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
And
You
then
know, you got to buy something else.
then you gotta buy the game. Then you gotta buy the games. It's like that shit crazy. That
Hmm.
shit crazy.
Every time, like you said, and then like me, like you said, when it comes to PS5, then it's like I'm not gonna just like want to buy that one joystick. I'm gonna want to go buy another joystick because like, what would I be having a fucking
Well,
2K for? No, you
ain't
don't
no.
have to, but me, it's like nigga, if I
Yeah,
go
yeah,
get a
yeah.
2K or football or whatever for a sports game, and then I got the game system, and then one of my niggas come and they don't got the shit, then I'm just sitting there like I'm not playing. Like that doesn't make sense, bro. So like every
Yeah.
time I get one of them systems, I get another controller, bro. Like you said, that's another $65 fucking dollars, nigga, right
Exactly. That shit the same as my damn controller, the same amount as a game. $65.
there. Right. And they don't be trying to
But
come up off that, nigga. That shit's the
hell no.
craziest shit.
I
That
tried to
shit
find me
don't
a
be
used
no
one before
selling.
I fucking buy.
Yeah, that's
But
the only fucking ways. Like, and then them shits be costing, like, I remember the last time, nigga,
them shits be
them
like fifty
shits be like
dollars.
$45, $50 too,
Uh-huh,
nigga.
that's a
Exactly.
fact. Yeah, nah,
Like, nigga,
when
this is
the
used
used
for
shit don't be cheap
50
either.
nigga. Yeah, they'll be cheap either. And then that just make you be like, nigga, I might as well get a brand new one.
I
The
might
fuck
as well
am I
just buy
gonna
the whole new one. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy something somebody else had, nigga, for fucking, and it's only $10 more. Like nigga, you
Yeah, like
already
what the
raping me, so I might
and you know
well
what the thing
fuck.
you know what another thing I don't like about it? I say if you go buy you go buy a game $65 brand new. You get it the day it come out. Say you play that shit in a day. Say you play that shit for one day, you try to go back and turn it, you try to go back and turn it in. And motherfuckers talk about you ain't gonna get $20 for it. Like fuck is you talking about? I just spent 65 for this shit and you
Oh,
talking
so
about
they
going
on
get
that too
$20 back?
now.
Oh hell no,
Wow,
they've
they
been like
on it
that.
like jury. They don't give you. They're not giving you a refund of your whole money. They're not
Oh
giving
yeah,
it.
they've been like that for a minute. GameStop been like that for years. You see, back in the day, it was different. You could go turn fucking 4 or 5 games and come up with $100. Like niggas around, older heads around the way used to do that shit to just go get weed. I know and shit. That older niggas I
Yeah.
know used to do that shit just to go get some weed because they ain't had no money for weed. So they go turning all these DVDs and turning all these games. They used to be this one place around where I'm from. It used to be, I forgot what it's called, but you could go turn whatever and then you could go turn CDs, DVDs, video games, and they gave you money for it. But they shut the store down because mad motherfuckers was bringing stolen items there, and the motherfuckers
Right.
that ran the store was letting that shit go down, so they closed the store down. But back in the day, you can do that. Like you can go get hella DVDs and all these video games and take the shit back. It was called cashing in. That's what the store was called. It's called cashing in. I
Cashing
swear to
in.
God, with my dead
Right.
grandfather, dead ass.
I
This
believe
this
you. That just sound funny. It
yeah, this
sound
older
like
nigga I
some
know,
shit.
he was a fiend for weed.
Cash.
He used to stay doing that. He used to stay taking mad old DVDs
Right.
and he take like 30 of them shits and come up with like 70, $80.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Even like with nigga, like you, like some of the niggas that be fucking with those new games, like them niggas that on that shit, they can beat them games in a day or do that shit and take that shit right back. And that'd be niggas hustle, but niggas was talking to me like they was getting they whole money back.
Yo,
I'm
remember we was
like,
talking about the
yo,
packet shit? Look at this packet. Let me turn the TV. Let me turn the light on for you.
who was that? Fucking
That's Gucci.
a Simpson or Gucci man?
Yeah, that's
Wow,
Gucci man. And it say Burr on the back.
bruh, bruh.
That's Gucci. That
Right,
shit came from
I got
Cali.
you. Wow.
I told you, man, they got everything.
Smoking
When
that,
we was talking about on the phone
smoking
that
that,
day,
right,
we was talking on
smoking
the
that
phone that day. I was
Gucci
telling
crack.
you that shit. Yo,
Yeah.
it's crazy because I didn't even notice that was him until after I was done smoking and shit. My nephew had gave me that shit. My nephew-in-law had sold me that shit, and I smoked that shit. That shit was gas, and then like I looked on the back and it said Gucci. I'm like, oh shit, this is Gucci, man. I was like, that's crazy. I didn't even know that was him. I don't even be looking at that shit. I just be wanting to smoke.
Just
I
you
don't be
want to
caring.
smoke, right?
Yeah, because I did that shit already. Like, all right, you feel me? I did that shit. Damn it, all those packs, all them fancy shits. I did that shit. Now, like, I did that. I'm too old for that shit. I don't even care. As long as that shit is gas and it get me high, that's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about what type of weed it is, who's on the front of it, what it say. As long as that shit smell like gas and that shit can get me high, that's all I care about. That's what I tell people. I don't be caring about all them crazy names and Gary Payton and pudding cake. I don't even know. Like I don't care about none of that shit no more. But that shit don't even matter. As long as that shit get me high, make me feel good. That's all. That's all that matters. As long as that shit can get the job done, I'm good.
Right.
I just like my cop some shit the other day called grape lemonade. I don't know. That shit was alright. That shit wasn't all that, but that shit wasn't gas like that. I'm keep it 1,000.
Right.
Yeah, that shit
Because
wasn't
you got to
gas.
be taking those chances, though. That's the funny shit. You got to take it on how ill it sound. Like, just take your
That shit
chances.
tastes like haze. I don't really like smoking weed that tastes like haze like that no more. I'm so used to smoking straight gasoline now. I
Mm.
don't like this taste, nothing else except for like. Don't get me wrong, haze ain't ass, but like that shit don't taste that good. I'm saying you an old head. I mean, not the old head, but you come
Right.
from the haze fifth era.
Yeah,
You come from
yeah,
that era, so you know how them weeds is and shit. Like them shits are still
yeah.
fire.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, but that's just not what I'm trying to smoke right now.
Yeah.
Hell no. Piff
Mm.
used to be mean though, man. I was a young boy. I
Oh,
remember when
yeah.
Piff was popping back in the day. Piff was mean.
Fruits.
You know,
Fruits.
I got older brothers and shit, so Like I know about the Piff era. I know about the Haze era and shit like that. I know about the Sour D era when the Sour first came out and shit. My dad used to smoke Ari, so I know all about all that shit.
That shit, oh man, that shit had me just done thinking about it. Every time they hit that extra gas, like nigga, oh man, I can hang
I don't
for a
think I
second.
ever stopped
I
smoking
try to.
weed, bro.
You say that now, but you probably won't. But I
I'm
used to
saying,
say the
don't get me
same
wrong.
shit.
A, a good job opportunity, a great job opportunity come where it's life changing, career changing, and I had
Mhm.
to take a sacrifice. And definitely fuck that weed, but as far as like the shit I go through and me doing being depressed and dealing with depression and dealing with anxiety and all this type of shit, I gotta smoke weed so that I could be sane, so I could be chill, I could be calm, so I don't go out and do nothing dumb shit and try to hurt nobody or hurt myself or nothing like that. So I know a lot
Right.
of people try to use that excuse and shit to the point why they smoke weed. But nah, that's like honestly, like and also to go, I smoke weed to go to sleep. I can't go to sleep unless I smoke. That's another thing. Every day before I go to sleep, every day before I go to sleep, I smoke. That's another thing that I can't. Plus my appetite, got to smoke weed to stay hungry and shit like that. Shit. So I need weed really in my life and shit like that. Now I don't go overboard how I used to. Now I used to smoke a lot. Used to be crazy back in the day. But now I just be chilling now. Used to
How
do a
much you
lot of
think you
wild shit.
broke
T
down?
niggas used to pop Xanax heavy. Niggas used to pop perks heavy. Niggas used to drink lean more than
I know I
anything.
seen it. IP. What was the dip? Right.
I used to drink lean more than anything. I used to just drink lean and smoke a black and mild. I wouldn't even smoke weed.
I thought I was just getting this information from the
Yeah, I
homie
just seen
because
somebody. So
yeah, the
yeah,
polo show. I gotta give
yeah.
we always
Whoever
do this.
Polo is, all
Guys from
prayers
the
up to him,
brother
man.
most definitely, I have to give him a second for my peoples. For everybody, give a shout out. Like, look, I mean, he's all right. Hopefully, I gotta see what IP's saying, but that's why only Polo. No, I don't need you to come up to the show. But man, just hold your head up, man. Hopefully everything will go all right, man. I'm sorry that you keep going through these issues, bro. But man, I just have to say, give a shout out to my brother out here at YouTube Nation, and not even just YouTube, but my brother Coyle. He say he has
Salute
a
to
channel.
Polo.
I ask people to subscribe to his channel, but you know what I'm saying? Just have to put my prayers up for him, make sure that he's all right. Hopefully, just give him the support that we give everybody in this situation, that they're going to be all right. And, that he has brothers and sisters up here from the YouTube community that cares about. This is serious. I seen it. That's why I was being a little shaky before you
Yeah,
came
I
on.
just seen it
Because
too, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. All
he was
blessings
just
are
in
up
the
to him and his
hospital, man. I
family.
don't know what happened, and he's a good person, but this is crazy how life is. He's gonna be all right, but it just
Yeah, that's
sucks
fucked up, man. I hate
because
life
he's not
sometimes,
one of
big
those
bro.
type of people just like that. Yeah, man.
I hate life sometimes, big bro. This shit crazy, man. Hate this shit
For
sometimes.
real, IP, I already know. I just told him I was live. I was just in there. I put the other name because I had the other phone, but I just was in there while y'all was in there for a little bit.
Yeah, all blessings and love to Polo, man. Get better, man. I don't know you. I never been on T History channel when you was up here, but T History, my big bro, and whoever T History fuck with us and support and salute, all praise to them, man. Get better.
Yeah, man, straight up. But that's why I was listening. It was kind of like for you when you just came up here. I was on that joint, and I was surprised to see him live because I was looking for him to be on the what's the name.
Yeah, that shit crazy. And
Nah, that's all right, IP. You know how we
thank
do, bro.
God.
But this ain't like he's still up there. It's not like that. You interrupt. Don't even have to say sorry about that, bro.
Nah,
Because
not
you
at
didn't
all.
even know.
Yeah, hell
You
no.
didn't even know that I knew, and it'd have been the same. I definitely would have. I seen it. But then I thought he went off too. But you tell him we over here, but it's the same thing, bro.
Hell
I just
no,
don't want that
man.
man worrying
That
because
shit mad important.
he just left out of there.
Yeah, that's never good either. And then the hospitals, we can't even trust them like that either. I know,
Right.
I know people, friends of my father's. I know this one guy. I know this one guy. He was a friend of my dad's. His daughter was like getting some type of surgery in the hospital. And they fucked around. They fucked the surgery up, and she ended up dying. And he got like $1 million. He sued him for $1 million. He got it and shit. But so sometimes you can't even trust the hospital.
Right.
Yeah, that shit crazy,
Oh
man.
no, it is. Oh, he got off his. Oh, but that's still.
Nah, like this how you gotta like. I'm 23 years old. I'm about to be 24 years old, and for your typical 24-year-old, I'm not in good health at all. I have a bunch of health conditions. Like for me to be this young and the shit I deal with and the shit I got, like the health issues I got is not good at all. I shouldn't have these shits, but it's my fault because I didn't take care of my body. My mom kept telling me
Okay,
stop popping
good.
all
He
those
said,
goddamn aspirins. My mom kept telling me in high school, Quran, don't pop all them goddamn aspirins. That shit gonna fuck your stomach up. It's gonna fuck the lining. It's gonna fuck the lining of your stomach up. And that's exactly what happened. I just threw up. I just threw up the other day, and when I was throwing up, I threw up blood. So, like,
"Shit,
I swear to God, my dead grandfather. I'm not lying. I threw up blood, and the toilet shit
man,
crazy. And I'm 24 years old. 24-year-old. I'm not supposed to be dealing with that type of shit. But like I said, it's my fault. I ain't listening to my mom. I wasn't taking my health that serious. It's just I'm just trying to get back and get right. That's why I don't deal with none of that shit I used to do. I don't smoke cigarettes no more. I don't drink lean. I don't pop pills. I only smoke
right,
weed. That's it. I'm mad at myself that I even drunk the alcohol tonight. I ain't even drink no alcohol. I drunk champagne, but I drunk a lot of it and it fucked me up because I don't drink. So,
right,
that shit, I don't have a high tolerance. I got a low tolerance when it comes to alcohol. So all I need is a little bit to start feeling crazy.
right."
And that
I
shit
got
gave
you.
me a real badass headache. I feel sick as hell right
Yeah,
now. While I'm talking to you, I feel a little better now, but a couple minutes ago, man, I felt sick like a dog.
right. Yeah, sometimes it be like that, especially like you said, if you didn't took it to somewhere where you where you like try to stop and then you get back on.
Oh, you said
You know
what,
what I'm
big
saying?
bro?
No, my fault. Because I'm still. What I was saying is like when you try to do like you said when you ain't been fucking with it, and then you like you said it ain't like it was beer or henny or anything like that, but then you just fuck with anything and it'll tend to fuck you up because
Exactly. Uh huh. That's a fact.
you ain't
Uh huh.
been doing the right thing, so it's gonna fuck with you
Just
already.
like last. My sister gave me some lean for my birthday last. Yeah, she gave me some lean for my birthday last in June last year and shit. Around this time, my birthday June 21st. So yeah, she gave me the lean like last summer around this time. And I ain't gonna lie, I drank a little bit, but I drank a little bit, but then I sold the rest to my cousin because he a fiend for lean. So he was like, "I'll pay you 50 for an ounce." I'm like, "Hey, hell yeah, take this." And I was mad at myself that I even did that shit because I'm like, "Yo, I went so long without putting this shit in my body." And it's a special occasion. You try to look at it like, "Oh, this is a special occasion. It's once in a blue moon that I'm gonna do this." But you just be so happy at yourself that you ain't put none of that shit in your body for a long time. And then when you do, you be like, "Man, what the fuck is wrong with me?" You feel me? Because there's a like I don't know how other people feel, but like it's a blessing, and some people be proud of themselves to know that they went so long without something that was setting them back or fucking them up for a long time. Like when I think about cigarettes, like not smoking tobacco no more, I be happy as fuck at myself. Like I don't know too many people that could just get up and say, "Oh, I'm done smoking cigarettes," and then that's it. Like it's been 3.5 years since I touched a cigarette or black and mild or anything like that. Like I don't smoke that shit at all and
Right,
shit like that. So I felt like that with the lean too. But ever since then, I ain't touched that shit either. And the pills, I can't even tell you the last time I did a pill. I haven't done a pill in years.
but that's cool because that's
Yeah,
like that next wave in your generation, but people be fucking with hard, and you don't want that.
Hell no.
You see
But yo,
those
T,
young rappers.
you
Yeah,
I was telling my girl this the other day. This the difference with a lot of people from my generation. Cause I consider myself. I'm 23. I'm 24, 23, whatever. I might be 24, June 21st. I consider myself. You could say a lot of other people will consider me this generation, but me, I don't really consider myself this generation. I feel like I'm a little older than my age, with my mindset
right.
and how I think. Than most people that's my age, but
Uh-huh.
a lot of people I know that's my peers, the reason why they
Uh-huh.
done lean, weed, pills or whatever is because they was influenced by Instagram or social media or by rappers.
Wow.
It's
Right.
different from me. I all this shit I tried out before I knew about Instagram, before any about Snapchat. Like I tried that shit because I seen my dad and older brothers doing that shit. So I was
Right.
influenced by it in that way. I wasn't influenced because I seen little
Right.
pump on Instagram drinking a bottle of lean. And most niggas I know they influenced because of that. They influenced
Right.
because of Lil Wayne and whoever else, was putting that shit in their music videos or just showcasing it for everybody to see. That's different. That's the difference between me and a lot of other people. This shit was around me, so I was influenced by doing it that way. Like I know niggas that's my age, they never drunk lean a day in their life until they heard Lil Wayne talking about it and wanted to do it because Lil Wayne was talking about it. So I know niggas that's like that. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. I'm not influenced by rappers or by social media. I can give a fuck about that shit. And that's
Right.
why I feel like this generation is, you see your favorite rapper on Instagram, rocking Marys and rocking the fucking Gucci. So motherfuckers is trying to go out there and live up to that and live up to those, so they can feel like they validated and shit like that. Me,
Exactly.
I don't need that to feel validated. Like I don't care about that. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I don't give a fuck about no Dior. Like that shit don't impress me, bro. I don't care about materialistic things, bro.
Exactly.
Like Leak Moss said one time, or Leak Moss said on the track, he said, "You don't." What the fuck he said? He said you don't need 100. Oh, I forgot what he said. He said some shit like you don't need 100 mil to feel like. He said you don't need. He said you don't need to count 100 million in the law. As long as you're taking care of yours, then you a boss. He said some shit like that, and I was like, that's real shit, man. You don't need to count $100 million. You don't need to have $1 million to feel like you're like to feel like you important. As long as you're taking care of you and your family and making sure your shit is straight, that's all that matters. Then you your own boss. As long as you take care of your priorities, then you good. Fuck with fuck
Right.
all the you feel me? I don't care about what people think about me or what I got, bro. I'm just trying to get comfortable and live my life, T. That's it, man. I
That's
used to
what's
want to
up,
be a
man.
rapper. I don't give a fuck about being a rapper. That was my dream in high school, man. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Fuck that shit.
Right. Exactly. Especially what's happening to them, and
Yeah, real
that's
life shit going on.
right.
Another thing I was thinking about, like a lot of these niggas that's YouTubers that got mad, like got a couple thousand, got 5, 6, 7, 10,000, 15,000 subscribers and shit that me and you probably, me and you know from this community. Like niggas be feeling like, and I'll be like,
Right.
niggas just cause they got a couple subscribers, couple thousand subscribers, niggas really be feeling like they somebody. And that be the
Right.
motherfuckers that was nobody in high school or in their teenage years. They was straight
Right.
lames. So they get on here and they feel validated. I was just thinking about that shit earlier. I was like, cause
Have to be.
I be seeing it all the time.
Like, and if you don't, like, I always say this, and like, and if you don't know, if you just go look in other sectors or any other joints, niggas sitting on 200 of them things, 100 of them things, niggas, you acting bossy with
Yeah.
15.
Niggas
Like,
act like they can't.
stop it.
Like I'm
We
not
got the,
no
I'm the illest shit walking. We got the illest team moving. Like, bro, like, no,
man. No.
you know what I'm saying? Be you know what I'm saying? Be gracious, be I mean, I just keep learning every day to myself that like people are people, bro. And like I guess I can't but you know the difference, but I can't tell nigga how to I guess but that's not happiness. So that's why I'm saying it. But it's like how people move and how people live. I can't tell nigga what not to do, especially when they grown. But it's like, come on, bro. But if that's what make a motherfucker feel like that, I already see it. Don't ever think that you're making me feel a certain way or I'm gonna feel less about myself because of whatever. Just like this shit.
Yeah,
All I know is the people to be here, most of the people respect each other and respect me for me just being me and doing the things that I do. And certain times we talk about conversations that affect each other and just showing love or whatever, and then take care of yourself. And that's what it's about. I'm not gonna just like, even if something went viral, I got busy, and next thing you know, it's 40,000 just off the back. The people ain't gonna be no. I might talk slick in a certain way just to be funny, like what we're talking about now. To
yeah,
just me, I'll pop out and be acting like them one night just to be doing it. But I ain't gonna like. I don't come from that. I know how it is to be nigga. Biggie said, know how it feels to wake up fucked up with no job
that's
to
a
go
fact.
to. Like, so it's no way when I'm fucking lucky and fortunate and blessed that I could do better. The best thing I could do to return niggas is tell them that they ain't shit and I'm number one. Start listening to what the fuck I got to say. Like, niggas is crazy.
For real, man. Dude is crazy. There was a guy who used to live in my neighborhood. He there was this dude that used to live in my neighborhood, and he worked at the barber shop and shit where I would go get my hair done at. And he got a couple BMWs because the lady that he fuck with, the lady that he fuck with got money. So he eating off of her and shit like that. And he wear Gucci, he be designing her down and all this shit. And the nigga feel like a nigga gotta say what's up to him. And I be walking right past that nigga. I don't be saying nothing because I don't give a fuck about whatever you got. Just because you got that shit, everybody else come in here and say what's good, bro, and dap you up and dick ride you. And this dude live in my neighborhood. He don't live in my neighborhood no more by the time he did. And like I just walk right past him. And I've always been the type of person like if you don't, I don't want to sound cocky or nothing, but I've always been the type of person like I'm not acknowledging nobody. If I don't know you, I'm not acknowledging you. I'm gonna keep it moving and just stay in my lane and do what I do. Like for me, like I'm not acknowledging nobody, especially if I don't know you like that. And you feel like, you know, niggas want to kiss his ass, and I've never been nobody like I don't give a fuck what you got, man. I've been around money my whole life, man. I ain't trying to brag and all this shit, but bro, I've been around money all my life,
Good
man.
morning, Cat. Thanks for coming through and showing us love.
Yeah, salute the
Yeah, I
cat. My
got you.
pop's been pulling out my dad since I've been 11, 12 years old, showing me 15,000 here, 20,000 here, 10,000 here, whatever, since I've been a kid. So I've been around money my whole life, seeing drugs at 70, $80,000 worth of dope. So I've been around this shit my whole life. Like, that shit don't impress me at all.
Now, another content creator, my man, the Pollo Show. You might have seen him up here. Well, he haven't really been up here, but he's all right. For the most part, he says he's leaving the hospital now that he's okay, but he's just been having like little scares and things going on. So I had to, somebody else had hit me up and let me know that he wasn't doing too well. I had seen it anyway, but I just asked everybody to just show love. He comes through here sometimes, and he has his own program at the Pollo Show. I always mess up the Pollo Show, and but he's all right. But it's just somebody. It's a real person to me. It's somebody up here. This one of my brothers. That keeps it real and be positive all the time and don't have nothing but love for people. And he's just going to the hospital and shit like that. So I just wanted to make sure that he was all right. Hey, Jen, thank you.
B
I'm
Brian
starting to,
Corley, what's good with you?
What up? How you doing, my man?
Shit, chilling. How you, big bro?
Just chilling.
Yeah, man. Same, man.
Wanted to
Just
come
taking
up here
everything.
and be in you guys' presence.
Nah, that's a fact, man. Just taking anything one day at a time. I ain't talk to you in a minute.
That's a fact.
The Atlanta
I
Braves
got
ain't
off.
looking that good this year.
I don't
The
even
Yankees,
why they started already, yeah, the season.
yeah, MLB been started. Baseball season been started.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that should start
But I
April
haven't even paying
1st.
attention.
Yeah, I watch the Yankees are horrible, so I'm not really watching them like that no
it
more
ain't
right
that
now. Them niggas
bad.
suck.
It
Man, them
ain't
niggas
that bad.
suck,
I was
man.
looking at it this night when
Y'all
we was
beat the shit out
playing.
of us today. I looked at the highlights earlier. I would have watched the game, but I was with my girl today, so I ain't watched the game, but I seen the highlights. The Red Sox, y'all kicked our ass.
I think it was last night. I don't think we beat y'all that bad
Nah, nah,
tonight.
y'all beat us yesterday. And we played y'all tonight again. We played y'all at 7. Y'all beat us 7-3.
Oh damn, that's what it ended up being. They got them shits late. Damn,
Yeah,
it
I think
was
which y'all
kind of
beat us
close.
9 something yesterday. I don't know. I forgot. No,
But
the
I'm
score
saying
yesterday.
they started off bad. They're doing much better than they started. They started off
Nah,
real
they
bad.
started
They
off
still like
horrible.
yeah, they're like 6 games over 500 though. That's what I'm saying. They ain't just as
Yeah, and the
bad as you
playoffs will start
talking
today.
about.
We not going because y'all in second place and Tampa Bay Rays in the first place.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's how
So
the
it's not.
Yankees is. I mean,
We
if you
won't
ain't
even get in
winning
the wild card. I think.
on World
Oh,
Series,
where all
failure.
y'all
Yeah,
hooligans
yeah,
just
that's a
come from?
fact.
Megan, all types of Megan.
They're
Megan
like the
Jean, salute
Megan,
Megan
where's the
they're like
sugar
Jean.
the
daddy at?
they're the Pittsburgh Steelers of baseball.
Pittsburgh still is gonna be ass this year. I'm sorry. Them
That's it. That's the same shit you said last year.
Nah, because Ben Roethlisberger holding y'all back. I feel like he can't throw a deep ball, man. Like how you going? Like my family, they still fans too. I was talking to my nephew the other day. He talking about we gonna be good with the little 5 yard pops
Hey, Terry.
and
Yeah, no
the little
problem. I just hit him
mediocre
up. He
routes.
said he
That
was
shit
all
not gonna
right, so
work,
that's what's
man.
up.
Nah, but I don't believe that's working either.
That shit is
And
not gonna
I'm
work.
not saying we're gonna be good, but I excited for see how our running back gonna do, and then I can
Yeah,
kind of
Najee Harris. not
hopefully
yeah.
start transitioning into a power run team, get on play action quarterback to utilize the
And
receivers we still have.
every
Hey,
time y'all went far, that's what
Haskins
y'all
could
had was a running
actually
game.
Dwayne Haskins could actually turn his career around in Pittsburgh.
I don't know
But
about
that's who he
that,
went to
bro.
He's
That
a
Europe.
guy's a
Jersey.
bum.
He's a Jersey boy.
That boy is a bum. That guy sucks.
He's a book. Y'all
That
gotta
guy
turn it up.
sucks.
Y'all gotta start talking some general hospital shit. We got a few of the crazy women in here. You know, you gotta talk about pulling hair and boobies falling out and fuck this, fuck that.
Nah, I
Let's talk
can't do
about the
that. I can't
Steelers.
do that. I can't talk about that. You know, my girl
Nah,
I
nigga.
got a girl and she be watching your channel, so I can't do none of
Nah,
that.
Yo,
this room is
when you
friendly.
got a girl?
So when I get a girl, I gotta I started dating
I mean,
my
because
girl.
I know you wasn't settled down yet, not too long ago, right? Or you was?
Nah, around the time when me and you used to talk all the time on when me and you always used to chat on Instagram around
IG.
that time.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't had no girlfriend around that time when me and you used to chat on IG
Megan,
all the
look at the
time.
cuties on the panel. None,
I
none
got
of us got a
I
face.
started
Oh,
dating
you
her
been
like
talking about
around
Quran.
December.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I had another son a month ago.
Yeah, nah, I told
Megan,
you.
when
Remember, I
did
said
you have the drink?
congratulations.
Yeah. Oh,
Nah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
the fact.
nah, you know I'm a real nigga. You know I seen you
Megan,
your daughter was
when do you have the drink,
you
honey?
put up on Instagram your daughter's scholarship. What she got called? I think
Oh,
you
yeah.
put up what she got you put up like the colleges that send her stuff in the mail. You know, every time I see something
Yeah.
like that, I always
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
I see your daughter
Oh,
playing
yeah,
golf ball,
I see.
all
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I can tell that you're not just hitting a like button, you're actually checking it out. I
Nah, it's a
appreciate that.
fact, bro. I'm a real
Nah,
I
but
don't even want to
I
say
shouldn't
that, but
expect anything less from a real guy like you, man.
I try to be, man. I try to live like that, man. So every time I see stuff like that, I just seen this dude I went to high school. I mean, I just seen this dude
Nah,
I
hey,
went to
you know
middle
what?
school with. His dad just came home. I remember he used to talk about his pops. His dad did like 20 years. He used to talk about his pops all the time in middle school. Just seen him take a picture with with his dad today. I'm like, I just DM'd him like, yo, bro, I know you happy as hell to be with your dad. You was talking about him all the time back in the day in middle school. I was like over
Yeah.
10 years ago. So I just
Hey,
shit
you know
like that.
what?
I try to show love.
I don't ride nobody. I don't ride nobody. But Karan is like, even though he's younger than us, he one of the more solidest men that I met on YouTube. Like his dad did a hell of a job raising a real man. You know what I mean? Like, we all there's more than just having balls that make you a man. You know what I mean? It's the way you hold yourself. You want to be a man that other men can salute. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
to me, that's what Quran is, and
Nah, thank you,
I
big bro. I
respect the
really
way he
appreciate
handled
that.
himself. Yeah,
That's exactly how I try to wake up and carry myself out the house every day, man. Because I know so many dudes that suckers and cowards and dishonorable men out here that's from my hometown. So I try not to be like them at all. I try not to be like them. And my father's a stand up man, so and my oldest brother. So I just try to, I'm trying to carry on tradition, man. That's it.
That's a fact.
Just
Hey,
trying to carry on
correct
tradition.
me if I'm wrong, but Mayweather not fighting tonight, or that's tomorrow.
That's a couple hours. Yeah, couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be a couple
It
hours.
would be crazy if he lost, huh?
Man, that should be crazy, yo.
They'll be taking a dive.
2021 will be a crazy year. Floyd Mayweather lose, I've seen it all.
Yeah.
I'm going. I ain't gonna be surprised how much shit that we seen this year, last year, that we didn't think would ever happen. Nigga, COVID, fucking Kobe Bryant died, a bunch of other shit happened. You never would have thought happened. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he got knocked out tomorrow.
Mayweather and 50 Cent should fight inside one exhibition match.
I was thinking about that too a couple weeks ago. That's crazy that you said that. I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, all the shit that they got going on, them niggas might as well get in the ring.
Or they would generate plenty of money.
Yeah, they might as well get in the ring. Them niggas. I'm saying I don't see 50 really going at Floyd like that no more like that, but he still takes shots at him. Like, he took a shot at him like when the nigga snatched his hat off his head. He said something about him, but he don't really going on him like that no more.
Yeah,
I
he
would
was
like to
teasing
see that.
Mayweather's hair. Yeah.
That shit look crazy. How you have a bald head for half of your goddamn life? As soon as you get the oldest you could get, you want to try to put hair on your head. That shit don't make no sense to me.
Hair on your head and your face, huh?
Nigga had a baldy since he was in his late. Nigga had a baldy damn near since he was in his late 20s, and the nigga wait till he get 40 in his mid 40s to put hair on his head. Like what the fuck? Like T, what the fuck? Nigga had a baldy since his late 20s. Nigga wait till he get 40 to fucking put facial hair on his face.
Now you got hair, nigga.
Yeah, like what the fuck? That
You
shit
say it goes
ass
the
backwards.
other way around, nigga. You ass backwards, go the other way, nigga.
Who
you
does
have a
shit
whole
like
bunch of
that?
hair until you don't have hair.
Floyd.
You know.
I did not get that shit. I was thinking about that shit a couple weeks ago. Like you had a baldy since your late 20s. You wait till you in your fucking mid 40s to put hair back on your head. Like what type of shit is that? That shit was crazy.
Nah, if you look at the type of hair, I don't know.
His hair look crazy, bro. That shit look bad.
His hair look crazy. Yeah.
That shit looks bad. And they said he looked like he got pubic hair on his face.
yeah. Nah, he looked like he had underarm hair on his face.
That shit don't even look like a real beard or a real facial hair. Nigga look like a fisherman.
Maybe he got one of those fake ones. Wiz Khalifa got one the other week.
No one people like
yeah.
Knowing people like that, when you got money and shit like that, you could really do shit like that. Freddie White had dreads, then 2 days later, nigga had a whole long ass hair. He got extensions put in his head.
Now, hey, somebody talk Mayweather into growing out his hair. They was like, nah, most people your age they got hair.
That was a bad look because he doesn't look right. He looks sick. Nah, bro, he looks sick. Like I was looking at the press conference. He does not look right with hair. Like I don't look right with hair.
For real.
I gotta have hair.
Look like he's going through some rough times, huh?
Like a short haircut. Like with a short haircut, I don't look right with a short haircut. Like I gotta have long hair, whether it's braids or whether it's dreads. A nigga like him, he does not look right with no C's or nothing like that.
Yeah, he gotta rock the baldy.
And Floyd, Floyd has always been kind of. Floyd always had like I don't want to say low self-esteem, but niggas that had less money than Floyd then took his bitches. Nelly then took his bitch. Fucking they said Tank fucking with his bitches. Like niggas that don't even like I know Nelly took his girl. Like Nelly took his wife, the girl that he was gonna make his wife his fiance. Nelly took her.
Who that? Miss
Jackson.
Miss Jackson, huh?
Yeah, Miss Jackson. My bad, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson. That was her name, Miss Jackson. She was bad. Miss Jackson was bad too, and Nelly took her.
Yeah, both of them niggas like that chick though. They both loved her.
You can tell Nelly hooked chicks, but Mayweather is just about. Nah. You can tell it.
You
You can.
said Nelly be beat up bitches. You can tell
Yeah,
Nelly
Mayweather beat up
bitches.
bitches.
Nah,
He
I
do.
said you can tell Nelly hook chicks. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he
that's
can
what
get
I said.
chicks. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said he whoops them. He beats
No,
their ass.
no, no. Like you can tell he's smooth. You know what I mean? He can get
Oh,
girls. Mayweather. He gonna get girls more off his money or his
Exactly.
reputation because he look. I mean, he act weird, bro. He get on corniness about him.
Nah, he is corny, man. I'm not gonna lie. As a fighter, I
Yeah,
fuck with him, but as a person, I don't fuck with him.
yeah.
I did not fuck with Floyd Mayweather as a person. He's definitely a lame. He because like I don't like niggas that got to keep. We all know you rich, my nigga. We all know you got billions of dollars. Like nobody don't want to keep hearing that shit, man. Like if you ain't have money, you couldn't talk none of that shit that you talk.
That name Pretty Boy Floyd never match him too well.
I'm saying, I'm saying,
well, you
I'm
still
saying.
can be pretty and don't
Yeah, no, because
and
it's
get
not the way
gang
he
can be
look. It's the way he
garbage.
act is a little funny. He
Pretty
move
boy,
kind of
boy,
funky.
you can be pretty boy and still gang be terrible. Like
Yeah, that's
it's a
true. That's
lot.
true.
It's a lot of those. You know that.
Yeah, Floyd, he
like,
always act like he was better than people,
like
so that's why I
what?
never really liked him
Like
as a person.
just shut up. Don't
But as
say
a
Yeah.
boxer, well, as a boxer, he's one of my favorites ever. But
And the other thing
nah,
too is I think you can hit him on the nose. Is like you can tell
they had
that
a video of him. It
he
was
tried clown people to make himself look better, like because he get
exactly,
low
and that's
self
exactly what
esteem, and you
that's
kind of
exactly what I was
respect
gonna
that.
say.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It was a video where these black people was at this place, I like this high end place. It was a video of him. He was like, "Fuck you doing here? You got enough money to be here?"
Oh
And he
shit!
said that to his own people. Like
Wow.
he said that to his own people, my nigga. So like after I seen
While
that,
he
I lost a
walking
lot of
around with
respect
white
for him.
bodyguards, like what's up with that? You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I seen a video of him on World Star a couple weeks ago. Some
Excuse me.
Italian dude put up a video of him. I think it was like somewhere in Miami, and Floyd told him. He said something. Floyd was like, "Get the fuck out the way! Like, why would you park the car by my The white dude he was driving a pretty nice car. The Italian dude was driving a pretty nice car, but Floyd was like, "Why would you park that shit to this?" I forgot what Floyd was driving in, but they started arguing and shit like that. And he was like, Floyd was like, who the fuck I am? And then I guess when the dude seen who Floyd was, he started acting crazy and all that. But I seen that shit on World Star like 2 months
Hey,
ago.
they had rumors that Floyd was whooping at Miss Jackson. They said that he's whooping her ass, bro.
That's
Yeah, I
fucked
want
up
the
because ain't
person.
nothing Nelly can do about that.
Yeah.
Oh, shut
Did
rap.
he go jail for? Is that the domestic violence he went jail for? Was against her or somebody else?
Nah, I think that was
That's
against
somebody else.
one of his kids'
Oh
mothers.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
his mom. It was Miss Jackson.
Yeah, it was
He
against one
like
of
her
his
like
kids'
that too.
mothers.
He respected. He ain't gonna put his hands on her. That just be fucked up. That's why it's not fair. Because when basically when 50 Cent was a bitch to that nigga, you know damn well, nigga, them shits hurt, nigga. So,
Yeah.
nigga, Nelly
I
could
don't know.
do nothing
Ti
for Miss Jackson.
people
Except,
say Ti
look,
was gonna fight him,
T.I., yeah, right. That's that Napoleon complex. That's
but you
all
heard
that
that
was.
right? You heard people say that right?
Yeah, I
No,
see. I
I
remember
seen
the
it. We
video. They had the
seen
little
it.
standoff.
With
They had the little
50,000
standoff.
niggas holding him back.
Yeah,
With
they had a
50
little
Yeah.
million
standoff.
niggas holding his ass back, and
That was at
Floyd Mayweather
Vegas.
just laughing, looking at him, laughing,
Yeah, he was
like, come
laughing
on,
at him. Yeah.
just get close. Just get in off reach.
Nah, I
Let's
ain't
see
gonna
how
front.
it's.
Floyd would have knocked him the fuck out. He would have knocked T.I. the fuck out.
Yeah, nigga, you being a G, nigga, you holding down your woman and shit, but nigga, you would have just embarrassed yourself out there. Nigga,
Hey
that's
yo,
all.
it's funny you said that you brought Ti. A couple weeks ago, the nigga Ti said in one of his songs about how one of his homies pissed on Drake, and they said Drake unfollowed him on Instagram. I was crying. I'm like, yeah, that's funny as hell. Because I know y'all niggas heard that story before. Meek Mill was saying that shit back in the day when him and Drake was going out. He was like, you let niggas pee on you. Some shit like that. I don't know. But the nigga T.I. had rapped about it in one of the songs that came out a couple months ago. And then he was like, Drake unfollowed him on Instagram for that. I was like, that's what you said. Drake petty as hell for that.
Not
I
champagne poppy.
said, hey, Poppy, you get
That's
tight. You don't
fucked
like
up.
it like that.
Yeah, Drake, those are the old Drake's only losses when Diddy beat him up too, nigga.
Yeah,
That's
Diddy
what
beat
I'm
him up.
talking about.
Yeah. Yo, it was crazy when I heard J. Cole and he had a fight. I was like, what the fuck? When J. Cole said that shit on the song, and then they started like talking about it. I was like, oh shit, I remember they did say that J. Cole and Diddy had a fight for that Kendrick Lamar verse when Kendrick Lamar said he was the king of New York and shit.
Oh shit. I know
Yeah.
that Diddy.
Oh,
I
you didn't hear
forgot.
about
I
it?
think that
J.
no. I'm
Cole
talking
talked about it
about
on his last album.
Oh nah. Oh, I know what you
Yeah.
talking about, but I'm talking about when Diddy bust Drake's ass in Atlanta,
Oh yeah,
nigga,
yeah. I
because
heard about that one too. He smacked
he
the shit out
stood
of him.
up.
Yeah, they said Diddy smacked the shit out of Drake. Drake talking
And it
about that
was
on
one
one
of
of his
them
tracks.
just sit out, just like one of them shits like nigga out. That's the worst thing. That's why I can't. I'm glad I'm not
Yeah, I
letting
can never have
my
a man
rhymes
do
are
that to
gone.
me,
Like
man.
yeah, just because I think that was one of them shits like yo, that's Diddy, bro. Like just accept it. Like what? Like.
Hell no. I don't give a fuck who that
Like
is.
nigga with everybody, like, cause he's Diddy, he just get to smack the
They
shit
could be
out of
fucking
me,
mom.
and we
They
go
could be Tukey
like,
Williams. Tukey Williams
like,
slapped me. I'm
yeah,
trying to put my
nigga,
hands back on him. He just gonna have to knock me the fuck
yeah,
out.
I'm gonna get stretched. Now it's back to the Ti thing. Now you're stretching me, nigga. Now I'm just getting knocked out. You're gonna make a fool. You're not smacking me, and then yo, that's him. Leave it alone. It's best you leave it alone. What?
Hell
I'm gonna
no.
give him something. So when they do get on my ass, I know I got my shit off, nigga. The
Exactly.
fuck,
I'd rather
nigga?
just get. I'd rather know the feeling of me trying to get my shit off, and I got my ass kicked
In
for it.
front of his
Then
boo too, nigga, smack the
yeah.
shit out of you in front of Rihanna, and you know that nut bitch gonna never let you forget that.
No.
Bye, boy. Love you.
She gonna still give you some putty and nigga still be like, nigga, why you let that nigga smack this shit out you, nigga, right after she gave you some pussy, nigga. That's what type of bitch Rihanna is too, nigga. That's why fucking Chris Brown couldn't keep his head to himself because that bitch got a mouth. Like, nigga, you let Diddy smack the shit out you. Don't talk loud to me, bitch.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Champagne Poppy.
Yeah, thing poppy. There was something on Queens Foot Live going crazy about Drake. Couple like last week I seen it. He was bugging
Who?
out on some Haitian nigga. He was on Queens Foot Live on Instagram. Because Queens Foot Live, I ain't gonna front. His lives be classic
Oh
sometimes.
no,
He
he
be
done
doing
been opening up, but him letting other people up there. Now that he be letting niggas the full screen shit, yeah, it's been
yeah.
crazy.
That
And
should be
Breadman
crazy.
been
I'm
up
not gonna
there,
lie.
but nigga
But
Breadman.
somebody when
Shout out
that
to Breadman TV.
shout out to
Breadman been
Bread
up there
Man. Yeah, Bread Man be up
making
there.
up. Breadman
Bread Man is
be killing
crazy.
that
Bread
nigga's a
Man is
nut.
crazy. That
Yeah,
dude right
Breadman
there
is
is
cool.
crazy.
Yo,
Bread
piece
Man,
to
he
bread.
is
That
crazy.
nigga's a goddamn fool.
His favorite thing is that fucking black shit. That black that.
Oh yeah,
His
when he
fit.
get on Black Power, yeah.
Yeah, well he loves that. He don't get up there like, and then if you black and you kind of bash somebody that's black, he gonna get on your ass. I seen him do that shit to mad people up there. But I remember him used to come on.
Yo, and what's the
I used to
name, dude? What is
He used to
dude's
come on
name?
Valley shit back in the day, and they used to be like beefing with him and shit. That's how I know him. That's how I remember Bread Man. And I started seeing
Yeah,
him on
because
Queen's Foot shit.
down on that bullshit, hugging Hassan's nuts. That's all that was. Yeah, I said it. Fuck out of here. But
Yeah,
the
I saw Campbell a clown. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Campbell was a clown too. He another
but the
nigga that's a
fuck
clown.
the but the other nigga, what's the other nigga's name? What's Queen's Fifth nigga that he grew up with? Riri. That's another fun. It's not. Nah, he's not. Isn't it? Yeah, it is Riri the Crip. Crip. What's the
Oh yeah,
dude's?
that ugly nigga. That nigga is ugly. That nigga funny as hell though.
That nigga's a funny. He's like
that
Flip.
nigga funny.
He's like, but I know you don't Flip. I know you. I know you. He's
That
like, but
shit
what
was
happened? I
hilarious.
snuffed you. I snuffed you though. I snuffed you.
Yeah,
He's
I
like, I
made
fucked you
you.
up, Riri. He's like, but I snuffed you. I had enough, and I snuffed you in your nose. And
That shit was hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie, no cap. I seen that shit on YouTube. The Benzino shits be funny as hell
oh
too.
yeah,
When him
them
and
shits be
Benzino be going
funny
back and
too.
forth. Because that nigga Queen's Flip, he stay be sticking up for people that be in the wrong. Like the nigga stuck
Yeah.
up
I
for the
don't
nigga
understand that.
Charlamagne the God. The nigga grew off the nigga said Alpo ain't do nothing wrong in his eyes. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo.
Oh shit.
This nigga stay sticking up for hella people that be doing bad shit.
Ah man. That nigga flip. That's a funny
That's
guy,
like,
man.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of YouTubers I started out watching. I stopped like a lot of niggas I did start out. A lot of like Queens Flip, Hassan Campbell's. That's really it. I can't really see nobody else. That's really the only two people, platforms that I really watch and shit like that. And like I watch Hassan Campbell shit here and there, but I don't fuck with him as much as I did when I don't fuck with him as much as I fucked with him a couple months ago or a couple years ago. I would say when I first started watching him and shit. Like I don't fuck with him like that no more because he too ignorant, man. Like
Yeah, the
he say some
news.
crazy, outrageous shit, disrespectful shit. Like that nigga old enough to know what the fuck he's saying and know how to put his words together. I get what like all that talking about the reality, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Grown folks like you don't talk like that, and if they do, they ignorant.
Nigga say you
Like,
nigga
come
said
on,
he
man. Who
broke in your
fuck?
grandmother's house and left your grandmother's noodles all on a soup plate.
Like, come
Really?
on. What 45, whatever, how old is it? I know the nigga damn near 50 years old, but what fucking man that's damn near 50 years old talk like that? Like, come on. That's
Hey, people, you know
outrageous.
what is the crazy part? Is that how people think he's so vital to the to the people and the culture and how much of a bro, he only causing chaos and confusion, bro, if you ask me. Most of the he's one of those guys like you kind of know what you're talking about, but not really. So all you're really doing is just getting people interested, but confusing them at the same time because you even your own actions speak against what you say. You know what I mean? And then you get on message, then on message the next day contradicting the message you spoke to all. It's just it's silliness, bro. If you
Yeah,
ask me.
like the nigga talk about like he say some shit like,
I told
oh,
you,
these rappers are
people.
spitting demonic and spitting demonic stuff. They the stuff that they say on these rap songs is demonic and it's shifting all kind of energies and making people want to shoot and kill people. He say some shit like that, then the nigga go post up a rapper from the Bronx, a drill rapper from the Bronx talking crazy on his channel. Like what? Like I'm confused.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people like to play both sides of the fence, bro.
Yeah.
It's all about money,
Like
man.
it
So as
always
long as
go
motherfuckers
in
can
the
play
ear.
both sides
So
of the fence and get money from both sides, they gonna continue to do it, man. It's just
Yeah.
simple,
exactly.
bro.
And I always tell you, a lot of people are always down for a good mind fuck. When I keep telling y'all, when nigga can flip the Bible, when nigga can flip scriptures, or just get you like in their corner off their tongue, and you start spitting shit that you're not aware of, or you are aware of, but you just get caught up in how it's given to you, like oh shit, and that's all it be.
Yeah.
Oh man,
He said, pay
shit
attention.
is
See,
funny.
history doesn't like Hassan Campbell like that. It's
This
not about
goes
liking
into a good
Hassan
reason.
Campbell or not. It's about knowing what real, what. It's not even about like people that got some type of and human
No.
beings that got some type of common sense
Yeah.
and that got some kind of common sense and no
No.
bull like
And a
see
lot of
history no
people don't
bullshit
have
when you
that.
see bullshit and Hassan Campbell say a lot of bullshit. It's not about not this about not
Yeah.
liking
Nah. And
somebody or
plus,
not.
if you
When you
you
see
ever
fuck shit,
peep
you gonna
his
call it
game,
out.
he takes a little from everywhere and then mixes it all together. Like he'll talk about CERN, about all these different conspiracy theories, about he'll touch about a little about the Quran, he'll touch about little about the Bible. And if you know the Bible, you know he not even actually stating facts. I cannot speak, it
Yeah, you
depends
see, I
what
don't know
topic
nothing
you
about
know. If
that.
you know the topic he start touching on, you can realize, brother, this brother's they're freestyling. So you start wondering, okay, he must be freestyling about everything then. You know what I mean? He just what he does. I really think he studies these other conspiracy theory videos, and then he just makes it his own, and he meshes it all together. Nah,
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree.
nah. If you
I
peep
definitely
it,
agree
that's
with
what
that.
he's doing, bro.
I don't know too much
Oh
about the
shit.
Bible because I never read the Bible, but I could tell.
Nah,
I'm not
B
gonna
know
say
that shit. B Lo know that motherfucker. Like
I
I
could
said,
tell
him and
certain
AY
shit.
had a
He just
great
be sitting there.
subject
He
on
just be
family
sitting there
shit.
reading and coming back and talking about it. Like he'd be like, "Oh, Project Blue Beam. He probably just Googled that shit. He probably
Hey,
heard somebody say that shit and Googled that shit and read a little bit about it and started talking about it. Like, nigga, you from the Bronx. You, nigga, y'all got fucking bad school
I
systems down
was
there.
too.
Fuck out of here.
I was too. Stop being a writer. Yo, that shit's funny. He said Project Booby.
hey, but you know what? But honestly, I respect him making money. You know what I mean? He making money.
Nah,
He doing
salute
his
to
thing.
him. He
Salute to
paying.
that.
He making sure his children good. I can never hate on that. I ain't hating on
The
nothing,
only
bro.
That's
thing I don't
definitely
like
Fuck shit.
is when
that's
I point
definitely
out when he wrong, and then people say, "Oh, you trolling him." It's like, brother, bro. Since when the truth is trolling? You know, that's the part
Right,
I
right,
trip out
right.
on.
That's the problem because the backwards shit the Quran spoke on a few minutes ago is like niggas live backwards and deal with the bullshit. You tell facts, the real facts, not the facts when you're talking bullshit and throw facts behind it. But when you come with facts, reality has a problem with the truth. Like you tell motherfuckers the truth is a fucking problem. Like I'm supposed to
Oh my
fucking
god,
sit there.
seriously.
You can be a child and listen to that bullshit. You can be a fucking idiot. I'm just telling you, I'm not like you. And
Yeah,
I'm not knocking him. I ain't
And,
saying nothing about the
right
nigga.
there. One
and that's
It's
the
over
just
problem
certain
under
why I never.
bet.
churches.
And that's the
One
problem
I
why I
ain't
over
never
saying
under
nothing
listen to
bet.
about the
people.
church.
One
They can't
over
take the
under
truth.
bet 1 year till Hassan Campbell starts wearing a foil hat saying that the 5G gonna melt our brains.
I remember that. You be right with shit. I'm not
Nah, but you
arguing
know,
with that
salute
nigga
to
like
him. I
niggas
mean, he
do. I
cool,
don't
but
have no videos on that nigga. I don't be thinking against that nigga. I just it is what it is, nigga. He gotta keep working. Like he's earning. That's another thing. He's earning the money that he's
Yeah,
getting.
that's a
He's
fact.
earning.
Yeah.
That nigga's going through this shit. That nigga's earning that shit. That nigga's 62 videos of fucking every 3 days, bro. He's earning that money that he's getting off of YouTube. That's
oh,
why you
Tego
only
Billy,
see gold
talking about
chain.
Tego Billy. I seen his grandma and die or something the other day. I seen on live. You know,
Huh?
rest in peace to that lady. No, because somebody mentioned him in the comments. So I just want to rest in peace to the
They've
grandma.
just been sitting up there just trolling the whole time, man.
Yeah,
I can't.
R.I.P. to his grandma, even though I don't know him.
Yeah, there's nothing to do with him. Just his grandma. Salute.
That shit crazy.
But her
Hey
noodles
yo,
got
man.
splashed on the wall somewhere.
Hey
I
yo,
don't know.
man.
I don't know.
Hey yo, man. I'm gonna fuck with y'all later on, man. You already know I got love for both of y'all. You already know y'all my big bros, man. We locked in for life, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all niggas later. Y'all be safe.
All
It's
right,
all
Q.
good. We're
Take
gonna
care.
wrap it up in a few anyway, man.
All right, y'all take care, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all.
All right,
I'm gonna
bro.
talk to y'all
You
Take it
already
soon. I'm
easy.
gonna
know.
be if you go live tonight, T, I'm gonna be up there.
All right. Just
All
get
right,
those whips off your back.
not a fact, man. That's a fact. I'm in. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna hit both of y'all behind the scenes.
That's
All
a
right,
fact.
man.
All right, homie.
You know how it
All
is,
right.
nigga. I need a whipping. I'm due for a whipping too, bro. I'm due for a big whipping.
Hey, you crazy, yo. I swear to God, yo. That's why I love you, man. You crazy. All right, I'm gonna hit y'all niggas, man. Y'all be safe.
All right, peace. Be safe, bro.
Peace.
Yeah, man. But that's the truth of that's what. But yo, that's why I like I said, I was in the our car pause and every other day because I wasn't feeling too well. And then I was just like, y'all was rocking. I didn't want to touch on them because that's not even my thing. Just like what he said, unfortunately, I'm not a Bibleist. But nigga, you and why Rain and Friendly was on y'all shit the other day, nigga. Y'all was just over there just on some good shit, like what you said earlier, like and then understanding like when somebody's beliefs is just a little bit different, but it's in the same place, and why disrespect a man or a sister because of their, you know what I'm saying? That shit was great shit. That's
Yeah.
again, that's why I just be like kind of upset with like a brother like him not getting the numbers and stuff like that
Yeah.
because
But you know what? I want to give you some credit about that because you've been pushing that concept for a while. You know what I mean? Like, let's build, but let's conversate and build on positive things, even when we no agree. But positivity can come true disagreeing, but in respect, in a respectable way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. You've been
Right.
pushing that narrative from day one. You
Yeah.
never did.
Yeah.
You never tried to sell out and go the trolling route. You know.
Oh, it's not what I'm here for. And like I said, and then just because we don't agree with things don't necessarily mean motherfuckers don't like each other. It don't mean it got to be a fight. It don't mean that somebody got to get shot or somebody got to get threatened because I don't, what I'm saying, believe to the finest point. That's why, like I said, one thing I give the people's like with the job, like I like just like that same conversation is like what it says at the job that don't be discussing politics and religion on the job site. And it's the truth because even here where everybody's vocal and everybody say whatever they say to each other, they don't care. But that's when you see it be very destructive and can get real crazy. You have people that thought they was friends when you start speaking about what you feel and you start telling the gut truth about that shit. You
Yeah.
motherfuckers will be going in all different directions. But like I said before, or for the concept and what you just said, bro, that we need to have those conversations, and it's good that what I'm saying you can be smart enough or grown enough to be like, all right, that's what you believe in, blah blah blah, and that's it. We come back here tomorrow. We talk about the fucking sports shit. We talk whatever we got to talk about, but it ain't fuck you and fuck him because do you believe all this time that he thought that and what I'm saying? It do be when
Yeah.
you think that you're looking at something through a certain lens and then you're rocking with somebody and they kind of see it different. But at the end of the day, it's like we're all not organic friends or whatever. And then even people who quote unquote supposed to be organic friends, because that's what I try to say when like whether it's up here meeting a girl or meeting somebody and somebody, this the internet. No, everything in life is by design. Like people that's your friend is like, yo, that's your friend because y'all went to first grade together, because y'all went to school together. Like, so in a way though, why does that make that any different than the person that's go to the school cross town from you? You can meet that person, and that person could be more of your type of friend over the one that you went to school with. You see what I'm saying? But what everybody be yelling out here in these streets, my day ones, my day ones. They're your day ones because it was an automatic. Like you had to go do that.
Yeah,
That
that's a
person
fact.
had to basically be your friend. So that's why that shit don't mean nothing or
Your
when
day
you're
one ain't
true
by
friend.
choice, it's by
Yeah.
circumstance. Yeah.
It's by circumstance. It's not like some real shit. You didn't draft each other. Y'all didn't really choose each other like that. Circumstance put y'all in a situation where y'all rock. And that's how it is. So it ain't no difference that when you hear somebody or you come across somebody, and if they keeping 100 or you trying to trust that they are, and you meet them through that way, it ain't no fucking difference.
Yeah.
It's just how people look at it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when people are foul. If a motherfucker foul, a motherfucker foul. It don't take motherfucking 1 day or 6 weeks. If a motherfucker, like I said, you can't talk a motherfucker like when people be calling people all types of thieves, cheating bastards, dirty rats, and all that. Them dirty rat cheating bastards, they gonna still steal from you. They're still gonna be a dirty rat. So you're just talking. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact. Yeah.
it's a lot of, what I'm saying, it's a lot of decisions you have to make, and it's sad that it's like that. I ain't even gonna say that it's sad. It's just life, and it's just
It
steps.
is what it is,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But like I said, all of us are grown enough to know, like I said before, to just stop, especially on that level, is just getting into shit with people, whether how much you know them or not. That like if they don't agree, that don't make them your fucking. It doesn't make you your enemy because again, there's somebody who knows and feels the same way as that person that you arguing with, but they like you and using you for a certain thing that they need, so they will never let you know that they feel that fucking way. So they're not going to tell you straight up, but
Yep.
they feel the same way as that motherfucker that you want to fight against. Just like, but they're not going to show you that until it's time for them to get up off you.
Until they use you
Yeah,
to
till they
against
use
you
you until
more. Yeah.
yeah, till they don't need you no more, man. Listen, man, I'm gonna cut it early because I don't want to be going all night, man. On Crawley, I thank you for
All right,
pulling up
homie.
and sharing some
It's
time
always a
with me.
pleasure.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get back. Excuse me. See what's up tomorrow. Try to get back at it tomorrow. I want to stay up all morning and all night today, man. I thank y'all, the ladies, and I thank Kara Bryan. I thank the ladies and yourself and everybody that came through and showed me the love for this evening. We'll get back at it tomorrow. I'll make sure that hopefully more will get friendly up here, and I'll make sure that I'll try to figure out something for us to be on before just freestyling tomorrow or whatever. But either way, man, like I said, y'all be safe today. Enjoy yourself and your family or whoever, and put a smile on a stranger's face. And then until next time, got to get it right, baby. History.